And, of course, we're here on My Cozy TV. We are streaming at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. And we are at Facebook Live. So we're kind of everywhere. So I've got a couple guests going to be on. Barry from Dry Zone. Boy, I bet he's got some stories for me. I think at some point I might have Colin Walls on. He's got an interesting story or question or something to tell everybody. And then also I'm going to have Pastor Bob Weed on. So speaking of Colin Walls, I do want to mention Walls Service Center, a good locally owned, locally operated automotive repair facility. Now they're downtown Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street to be exact. Third generation. Colin has been running the family business now for a while, and they've been in business 58 years. So if you need anything from a wiper blade, maybe in the past few days with the rain being the way it is, you've realized, oh my gosh, I need a new wiper blade. If you need anything as simple as a wiper blade, or you need a oil change, or your brakes, or like I have a vehicle, I'll give you an example. I got a Yukon 2008. With about 102 or 103,000 miles. And I'm going to take it in next week, and I'm just going to have them take a look at it and say, hey, I think they'll like raise the hood, not just stand outside and look at it. But I want to just know what kind of shape is it in and, what might it need or might not need, just so I can kind of be a little proactive on my repairs and maintenance, because I think maintenance, in advance is much less expensive than breakdowns. I think maintenance is less expensive than repairs. So I'm going to take it in, and then I got a pickup I'm going to take in and have them go over and do the same thing. Got a couple vehicles, both celebrating around the 100,000 mile mark, and I just want to know what to be on the lookout for so I can budget. That's what I want to do, is budget. So anyway, it's Walls Service Center, all kinds of automotive repairs and maintenance and things like that. Something, like I say, as simple as pulling in and saying, hey, I'm getting ready to go through inspection. Can you look at my brake lights and turn signals and wipers and just make sure I'm good to go? You may need a muffler. If you got a muffler with an exhaust leak or something like that, they replace mufflers, catalytic converters, but they also can do a complete exhaust system. So anyway, whatever you need, from a repair to brakes to rotors to wipers to turn signals, light bulbs, I already said wipers. I'm not going to say it again. But I've been just thinking about wipers with this rain. But anyway, whatever you may need for automotive repairs and maintenance, it's Walls Service Center, 422-8110, 422-8110. You can actually make an appointment. You can request an appointment right on their website, wallservicecenter.com. Give them a call. Go see them in Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street. Tell them I sent you. Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, and Saturday, 8 to noon. All right. Another thing I did want to let you know that I'm going to have a giveaway. I'll be talking about it in just a little bit. It's going to be free for the asking, so you might want to write down the phone number so you'll have it when you're ready. It's 337-7300, 337-7300, if you would like one of the free items that we're giving away today. But don't call until I tell you what the item is. It is one size fits all, and it doesn't matter what your political affiliation is. Everybody can use this item. So got a good show on tap for you. We got a lot of things to talk about right out of the chute. I'll wait just a minute to mention this, but there's an auction that was going to happen today that has been canceled due to the weather and so on and so forth, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute or two. So, other than that, you are listening to and watching Weller Does Delmarva. We're on every Saturday morning from 7 to 9. There's a few advertising opportunities if you ever wanted to be on the show and sit down and talk with me and promote your business or your product or something like that. We are for hire. If you wanted us to come to your business and do a live remote right from your business, we could do something like that also, and anything in between. We have TV commercials for sale, radio commercials for sale. We have a little bit of everything, and we can make you a package or whatever you want if you want to be involved in this show. Other than that, I have got a lot of specials also. If you're watching, you can see I've got a chainsaw right here on the table. I got this really neat pump. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that, but if you've got a flooded crawl space or basement or something like that and you need a way to pump something out, this is a nice, handy pump without spending hundreds of dollars. In fact, you don't even have to spend $100 to get this pump. So anyway, I'm going to be joining the radio crowd right now, so good morning to everybody. This is Jim Weller, and you are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Delmarva. You can watch me on Facebook Live if you would like. You can even talk to us there. If you got something you want to tell Brooks or something like that, you can ask a question, or you can give an answer to a question I haven't asked yet, or you can answer a question I do ask. But anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. We got a very busy show ahead. A lot of things going on, but right off the bat, I just want to mention an auction that was coming up today. Wilson's Auction was going to have an auction today, and it has, this is up in Dover, not their auction in Lincoln. That's going to be open today, no problem, 10 o'clock this morning. But they had an auction up on Lockerman and Bradford. It's called the Lockerman Bradford House Auction up in Dover. It was scheduled for this morning, and it has been postponed due to weather until next Saturday. So anyway, that particular auction has been postponed. But I got a free item. I want to start the show right off. I got just a few of these, so those that are watching can see exactly what they are. I actually don't think I have more than 15 of them. So it is the Weller's discount card. I've been peddling these now for almost a year. They are brand new. They've never been used, are they? Aren't they brand new? They're brand new, aren't they?
Brand new.
They're brand new, never used Weller's discount cards. There's no discount at Weller's on these cards, okay? Go to Wellers.com, look at the front page there and say, holy mackerel, it's got discounts at different restaurants and for power washing and for the duck-in car wash. It's actually got some free items on there. So what is this? McDonald's, buy one, get one free, a quarter pounder with cheese. What a deal. So anyway, Papa John's, buy a large pizza and get a regular pizza free. So anyway, plus discounts everywhere. Hardee's, any thick burger at a regular price, buy one, get one free. So anyway, that's the deal.
And those are all great bargains if you're buying the card.
If you're buying the card, yeah, the card normally sells for $15, but I got a handful of them left. There might be a few more over in the store, and they are free for the asking. If you've already got one, please leave room for somebody else. But if you'd like one of these discount cards, they're absolutely free. All you have to do is dial 337-7300 and leave your name and number, and you've got probably till the end of next week to pick it up. So if you want one, let me know. They're going to go quick, 337-7300. Now, we have had an unbelievable amount of rain. I heard in some areas of lower Delaware, 12 inches of rain. My rain gauge at home stopped at 5 inches because that's all it calculates.
You're supposed to be out there next to it. As soon as it fills up, you dump it out and then start over again.
I told my wife that. I did. I told her. I said, that's what you should have been on duty. So anyway, I knew there was a science to it. She was thinking we needed a bigger rain gauge or a smaller storm. So anyway. But I want to talk about George Luff for just a minute. George Luff has been an advertiser of the show for quite a while, and I want to say thank you, George. Luff and Associates, a good team of people there. They have an office in Milford and Dover and Rehoboth. They've been my accounting service for many years. Gosh, at least 25, maybe 30. We've been in business 42. I've had 2 accountants in my entire life. And sadly, the first one passed away, and then I got hooked up with George Luff, and we've been together ever since. So anyway, if you need an accounting place, firm, or whatever they call them, I highly recommend them. We went through a big old audit one time. I remember it was like 8 days long. We loaded up all of our paperwork in an enclosed trailer, and we went to George Luff's office. And the trailer was out in the parking lot, and then George was meeting with the auditors, and when he needed something, he would go and tell my daughter Jenny what he needed. She would go out in the trailer and get it, and then they would bring it back in and present it to the IRS people and make them happy. So after 8 days of this, we didn't owe any money, and I like that. And then he was prepping me. He said, that's not going to be the end of it. He's like, they're going to come back at you with something else. But they didn't, so thank God they didn't, and I'm happy. So anyway, that's enough of that story. I don't want to talk too much about the IRS on the air. But anyway, Love and Associates has done a good job for me. Weller's utility trailers, and then my rental properties and everything I got going on, plus my personal stuff. I'm probably not an easy account to deal with. But anyway, if you want an accountant, I recommend Love and Associates. Also, here's the big thing that we've been pushing, and since we've been pushing it now, a lot of people have signed up to allow Luff and Associates to do their payroll for their business. If you own a small business or a big business, you know one of the most aggravating things is payroll. First, you have to pay it, so that gets a little aggravating now and then. But more importantly, all the rules and regulations, and then the charts change, and you don't get them in time, and your people want to get paid, but you don't have the new charts. Anyway, if you want to take that burden off of you and you want to just concentrate on on running your business, Easy Payroll is the system. They can do as little as you want or as much as you want. So give them a call to talk to about Easy Payroll and see what they can do for you. Again, they're in Milford and Dover and Rehoboth. It's Luff and Associates. One number gets you to everywhere. It's 422-9699. 422-9699. And on the web, it's luffcpas.com. Okay? Tell them I sent you if you would. All right. And the next thing I want to talk about, have I got anybody going to be on? Brooks, I got you to tell me about this pump. It's sitting right here on the table. Okay? And it's a gasoline-operated pump, right?
That's correct.
All right. Now, I always say this because I used to have a big old swimming pool, and the cover, I would put it on, and then it would just get full of water, and I'd have to pump it off and stuff like that. And I bought one of these pumps. I bought it years ago, like at Tractor Supply or something. I paid like $160 for it. These here, we got a deal on them. We bought a whole boatload of them, or a truckload. We really didn't buy a boatload. It was a truckload. And we've got them for $97.50. Is there any points you want to make, Brooks, about this, or do you want me to do all the talking today?
I mean, I can tell you it's a nice little pump.
We sell a lot of them, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Now, this would be good, like, if you had a crawl space.
Sure.
You just want to pump it out a little bit.
Yep, a pool.
A pool. Pump the pool?
Well, like
you could pump a pool out with that.
Yeah, it would take a little bit of time, but yeah, you could pump.
Oh, no. I don't remember how many gallons per whatever.
48 gallons per minute.
Really, 48 gallons a minute. Because I used to have to pump my pool down to get it below the skimmers, and I used the same pump to do that.
Yep, and a lot of times, when you're opening up a pool in the beginning of the season, if you got water and stuff on your liner, you can get all the water off the liner, or not the liner, but the cover. That way you can wrap the cover up and such. But it's really good right now with all this rain that we've gotten. I know a lot of people with basements and crawl spaces that have had water issues.
Well, I've met a lot of people that have sump pumps, but they don't have that one like Dry Zone sells, that triple one with the battery backup.
Sure.
They just have an electric sump pump. And I said, did you ever think about what would you do if the electric went off?
Probably not.
And they're like, I said, are you going to take your generator and fire it up and take an extension cord and go down in your wet basement and plug it into your sump pump? I don't think you are. So I said, why don't you get one of these? What are they, $97.50, right?
$97.50, yeah.
$97.50. They come with the suction hose, and the discharge hose can be, you can get a hose for that, or you can actually use a garden hose and just screw it on there if you want. So in other words, it's kind of a handy little pump. Pick it up in one hand and go, and it's gasoline operated, and it's just kind of handy to have around. I don't think I have 50 of them left. I don't know exactly, but they are going pretty good, $97.50.
Absolutely.
Can I talk about this crazy chainsaw sitting here on the table?
That's a good deal, too.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking this is a brand new chainsaw. 16-inch bar, comes with the chain and the bar, brand spanking new in the box. Mm-hmm. And how much is that? Like $140 something?
Right now we have it for $100.
$100 even?
$100 even.
Is it refurbished or is it new?
It is new in the box.
Brand new chainsaw, $100 even. If you got some limbs down, or you want to go help your neighbor trim up their limbs, we've got those for $100. Is that right?
Or if you want to, get some limbs off the road.
Yeah. Or if you want to cut up some limbs for firewood, you can do that too. All right. Well, what else have we been selling?
Yeah, those things. Lights. Lights have been.
Oh, this light.
A couple of them. We got.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, we got the work light there. That has been a real
Is this like
big
a
seller.
500 watt.
500 watt halogen bulb.
Kind of neat little light.
Yep, it's real good right now. If your electric's off and you got a generator, you can plug it into your generator.
Hey, yeah.
And it's very bright.
That's right.
Also, if you're working, if you're a contractor, I mean, you don't have to have this big old stand with a light on it. You just need to get a little spot.
Just set this right now.
Just set that down.
What are these, like $20, $25?
Well, normally it would be, but of course they are on sale here for $14.75.
Really, brand new in the box.
Brand new in the box.
$14.75.
They are flying off the shelf.
Flying. They're flying. So flying objects in the showroom. Yep. All right. So
and
that's that. What?
So another thing that's moving right now with.
I didn't ask for any more.
Okay, fine. I'll stop.
No, go ahead.
Nope,
one
I'm
more.
stopping.
Just give me one more item. I'm sure it's this thing right here.
Sure.
The spider box.
Yes, they are popular sellers. We ship those things all over the country.
Out of them.
I think Brandon is working on getting some more.
I know. I haven't authorized the order. Okay, this is a nice little Amish-made box, right?
Yep. Okay. Hold your jewelry. You can hold candy, some loose change.
So you write right on the front of it, do not open. Right?
Yep.
Is somebody breaking in the building?
I'm sure it's a cricket.
Okay. Anyway, So this is an Amish-made little box, and it has a lid that slides. This is one of the neatest things we have ever sold. I can always tell when I'm in my office and somebody in the showroom opens one of these, okay? Because when they do, they scream or they cuss or they laugh like crazy. Because as you slide the lid open, I want to make sure you can see it there. As you slide the lid open, put your finger on that, slide the lid open, and here comes a little mouse. So what they are is, I think they're petrified mouses, and they've put them on like a little thing. In other words, so when you open the lid, it comes out and hits your finger. And man, do people holler and scream and laugh and cuss out there. And so, the other day I was thinking, they were telling me we were low on them, and we got to buy more. And I said, well, how many of these do we normally sell? Oh, more than 100 a year. I had no idea. So, and I've been some places where people had them on the counter and put on there, do not open or take one or free or something like that. So,
yeah, a lot of people buy them just to sit on their desk or something like that, just to
see if
get a
anybody
rise out of
messes
people.
with them.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so they're available at Weller's in Bridgeville. Any of the salespeople will sell you one of these. This is a big money maker. $15 each. This is where we make it all.
Yep, that's going to make me the next.
Was that the next item you were going to talk about?
Sure.
I don't think you were. Was it something else?
I can save some for later if you want.
You know what I want to talk about?
What's that?
Our friend Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines, okay? He has a couple help wanted openings, all right? So listen up. If you're looking for a job, he's got one where he's looking for a salesperson to go out on the road and call on businesses and organizations and see if they need any computers or copiers or anything like that. So that's one opening. He's growing and he needs more salespeople. Another one, this one's very interesting. This is like a twofold position here. One, he's looking for somebody this is a part-time job here, be a delivery person, like go out and deliver products. Somebody calls up and they buy something or whatever and they need it dropped off or delivered or they had something worked on. But he also wants that same person, when they're not delivering things, to work as an apprentice learning the repair aspect of the business. So in other words, if you're looking to maybe further your career or your learning abilities or whatever, and you want to learn how to work on electronic things like copiers and computers and all kinds of things, this is a job where you can work as an apprentice as well as be the delivery person. So it's two jobs in one. You do need to have dependable transportation for both of these, okay? You need to apply in person. So that is No Nonsense Office Machines. You say, now where are they? They're just 2 miles east of the Circle on Route 9 in Georgetown. So he's going to be open today. If you have any questions, you can call him. Phone number 856-7381, 856-7381. Now listen to this. He told me that he has been trading in, buying laptops and desktops, and he's having a big sale, and he's moving them like crazy, and he just wants to make sure that people know about it before he runs out of them, okay? He told me that right now, as of a couple days ago, he had over 50 to choose from. They're trade-ins, some of them are refurbished, but the nice thing is he checks them out by trained technicians and makes sure they work and everything is operable, and he stands behind what he sells. So if you're looking for any type of electronics, anything from a copier to a laptop to a desktop to a fax machine or gaming systems, and he also sells, of course, printers and monitors and things like that. It's No Nonsense Office Machines, like one-stop shopping for all your electronic needs. But really, right now, he wants to let everybody know he has got some laptops and some desktops, and he's got some incredible deals. And if you want to buy more than one, he'll make you an even better deal. So give him a call, 856-7381, 856-7381. He is the Rick Fowler of No Nonsense Office Machines. Very good man to deal with. I've dealt with him for years and years and years. Honest, fair, very good at standing behind what he sells and what he does, and he will take good care of you before, during, and after the sale. So if you want to buy something, you want to get something worked on, you give Rick a call, 856-7381. All right, Barry from Dry Zone is going to be up here in a little while, after 7:30 sometime. I bet he's got a lot to tell us because Dry Zone has been busy, because I also sure they were busy with the 24-hour emergency service. I did mention earlier we're giving away the Weller discount cards today and today only. They're absolutely free, no purchase necessary. Just got to call and put your name on the list if you want one. Now, if you already got one, leave room for somebody else, because I don't have many in my hand. I've got less than 15, and I think there's a few more over at the store, but they're free for the asking. So the phone number's 337-7300, 337-7300. If you happen to want one, just leave your name and number. We've had callers already today. All right, next I wanted to also say that Pastor Bob Weed from Eagles Nest Church is going to be here after about 8 o'clock-ish. Got some big things going on there at Eagles Nest. We talked about this pump, and we talked about the chainsaw. Can I mention the extension cords?
Sure.
Okay, these look like a real quality, heavy-duty extension cord. They got the lighted ends. I like that. You know it? Because there's nothing worse than getting all the way to the end of the extension cord and finding out the other end's not plugged in.
Sure.
At least this way the end is lit if it's plugged in. So you don't know the gauge of these, do you, Brooks?
I do not. But there should be another one right behind you.
Okay. What, another one with
a piece of thing on it. The red one there.
The red one? Oh, I see. Oh, this one looks like a bigger one. All right. This one looks bigger. It's 12 gauge, I'm being told. All right, 12 gauge. 50-footer. So we got what, 25-footers and 50-footers?
Yes, we do.
Tell me how much these are. This looks like, let me guess before you say it. 50-foot, reasonably, is probably $35, $40.
That would be what they would normally go, but we have a nice special running on those right now. The 50-footer you can get for $30. Or if you want to buy
$30 for a 50-foot extension cord?
Absolutely. Or if you want to buy two, you can get two for $55.
That's $27.50 a piece. For a 50-foot, 12-gauge extension cord.
That's correct.
Were you going to say something, young man?
Yep, I've got those. I actually have several of those on the live production truck, to catch a live truck, because we run heavy stuff that draws a lot of amperage. Yep. Those are nice. They're top quality extension cords. Really nice.
Wow, that's Colin Walls, everybody. And, sir, how many would you like to buy today?
I already have bought some, so I think I'm good right now. But yeah,
just say it like this. Just say, I just don't feel like buying any today.
I'm not saying that it's not a good deal.
Right.
I'm saying
I don't feel need like any. No, he doesn't feel like it. All right. Well, maybe you'll get lucky and one will break.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you.
They haven't yet. I've had them for several years.
That's true. You have had them for several years,
and I've used them quite a bit. So they are good quality, and they are good for high amperage too.
Do you like the lighted end? I mean, for me, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever I'm fooling with the extension cord, it's usually at night and I'm in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Anyway. All right, thank you. So that was, I forgot it, $30 a piece?
$30 a piece, or two for $55.
For a 50-foot, 12-gauge extension cord?
Absolutely.
All right, now tell me, is there what's the next one, a 25-footer?
25-footer. You can get that for $20 a piece.
Really?
Or two for $35.
$17.50 for a 25-foot extension cord
with the lighted ends.
Dang, that's a good deal.
Absolutely. So you could come and stock up. We have plenty in stock ready to go.
Was there a limit?
There is no limit.
Are you sure? Is today no limit spending?
No limit spending. We'll let you spend as much as possible.
Yeah, well, for two. You got to buy two for $35. 25-foot extension cord. What did you say now? $20 for one.
Or $35 for two.
Half of $35 is $17.50, isn't it?
It is.
Man, doesn't that sound wrong?
You'll pay
$17.50 for a 25-foot extension cord.
You can pay that.
Cheap ones aren't.
I was going to say you could pay that.
These are cheap ones. Much nicer than them cheap ones.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, Christmas light season is just around the corner, and anybody that puts them up knows one thing we all have in common: there's never enough extension cords. Barry, get over here and tell me your opinion on these extension cords. Okay, this is an unsolicited. This is a drifter has drifted in. We'll call him Barry. Barry has drifted in. He's drifted in. I mean, I don't want you to kid or joke with us, but does that sound like too cheap? That's a 25-foot cord.
And
12 gauge.
Have your name on them. That's awesome.
Oh, that was a bonus. I wasn't even going to charge for that. That's why they're so cheap, because they got our name on them.
This is awesome.
But anyway,
wow, you're right at Christmas, because even though I put the stuff away that I had up the same as last year,
you lose the extension cords.
Disappear.
They do. They evaporate.
So you can never have too many of these.
All right.
Plus, when I'm using the cutters outside, I usually end up trimming the bushes, trim the extension cords.
Cuts the extension cords up. There you go. If ever. All right. Anyway, I find that almost like we might have priced that one wrong. That's all I'm saying. $17.50 if you buy two of them. So $35 for two. 25-foot, 12-gauge. Because we sell the cheap ones, right?
We do, yes.
Hold on. I'm going to get a cheap one. All right. What size is this? Here's a 25-foot cheap one. Cheaper one. Less expensive one. Okay? Not lighted end. And it's a 16-gauge. $22.50. I'm telling you, you got something wrong in your pricing, Brooks.
We're going to need to talk to marketing on this one.
I'm serious. Did you just tell me they're $20 for a 25-foot cord?
Absolutely.
And here's a 16-gauge with not lighted ends for $22.50.
Yep.
I'm telling you, somebody internally at Weller's has got these extension cords priced wrong.
I'm so glad I'm not marketing.
Seriously, look at the difference in them.
Absolutely.
Look at the difference. I mean, look at the difference just in the plugs.
Yeah, definitely a quality difference.
All right, so they can buy a cheap 25-footer for $22.50.
Absolutely.
16-gauge with non-lighted ends, or they can buy a good one, 12-gauge with lighted ends for $20.
That's correct.
Your choice, folks. We're not going to tell you what to do, all right? Because I think we got a misprint here. Yeah, stock up now before Jim figures out something's wrong. All right. So anyway, what else we got there, Brooks?
We got
me frustrated now, just a little bit. Okay.
Well,
I'm just saying logically, look at that extension cord for $20, and then you're telling me two of them is $35, $17.50 sounds a little fishy to me. But folks, it's real. How long is that ad good for?
It is good till the 15th. So 2 weeks.
15th.
2 more weeks.
We need to just say we're sold out of them.
No, let's just sell out of them.
All right, well, we're going to. So I guess if you want them, folks, you can have them. It's in the ad. There's not much I can do about it. We're going to see that ad because there's a whole mess of stuff on there.
Wellers.com.
Wellers.com.
Yep.
On the web.
You'll see there's a yellow bar towards the top of the website.
Yeah.
Towards the right-hand side, you'll see something that says current ads. Click on that, and then you'll see all of our ads. And it is the...
Because every week we have a different ad in the center of the guide.
Yep. The ad's name is... It's a low-price explosion.
It's a low-price explosion. You know what I honestly believe? They have the wrong cord in the ad. Okay, wouldn't it make more sense that at $20 and two for $35 it would be the other one?
It does make more sense that it would be that.
Yeah, I think they've got the wrong extension cord in the ad. Oh, mercy. Changed my whole mood, to be quite frank with you, all right? Changed my whole mood. All right, can I get on with things? We're going to take a break from the radio. Folks, if you're watching on the radio or even listening, go to Facebook Live. We're going to be right there keeping you entertained as the radio station takes a break. We'll be right back. All right. For those watching on TV, I wanted to make sure you knew that Wall Service Center is open today at 8 o'clock. So I want you to anticipate their opening. Their opening is going to be very interesting. They're going to unlock the doors, turn on the phones, turn on the lights, and start working. So anyway, it's a 5-bay automotive service repair facility in downtown Milford. And there's all kinds of neat things to do near it. As odd as it sounds, you know, it's just nice because some automotive repair places don't have this many things near it. But you could take a walk downtown. You could stroll the Mississippi River and see. Are you coming over? Oh, here he is. He's going to turn it on. Anyway. Colin, what were you going to say?
I just want to say...
Stroll the Mississippian?
Yeah, stroll the Mississippian. But in the next segment...
Yes.
I think the next or the following segment, one of our segments, we're going to have the answer to the question, how often do mechanics or automotive professionals change their oil?
So you're asking a question, and it is, how often do automotive repair mechanics change their oil?
Right.
Because you're thinking since they're mechanics, they might put it off.
They might.
Kind of like
so let's find out what the answer is.
Like the plumber and the carpenter who his house always needs something worked on.
And it was a poll of over 5,000 mechanics and automotive professionals.
Really?
So it's a real poll.
All from Milford?
Yeah, all from Milford. Right?
Delaware,
it's actually an industry publication that I subscribe
really?
to. It's got over 80,000 active members.
Gosh.
So it's the real deal. And
what an interesting question, though, to think. How often does a mechanic change his oil?
Well, that's one of the main questions I get all the time. Is not how often do mechanics change their own oil, but do I really need to change my oil every 3,000 or 5,000 miles?
Does it make a difference?
Does it really make a difference?
Right.
And we're going to have a picture to show you.
Because the average person can never see where the oil really goes and what difference it really makes.
Right. And I posted a picture on Facebook, and Barry says, yeah, he saw the picture.
Yep.
That was pretty bad looking, wasn't it?
So in the meantime, you can look up Colin Walls on Facebook and look for that picture.
Exactly.
Because it was the inside of a motor.
That's right. It was the top. We had pulled the intake off.
Oh, it's a picture you took?
Yeah, it was from a car that we were working on.
Okay.
The car drove in on its own.
It drove in on its own, believe it or not.
Wow.
But, yeah, so we had to replace the intake gasket. We pulled it off, and there it was right there. And that's exactly from not changing your oil.
Wow.
So coming up in the next
Made a
segment,
believer in me.
8 o'clock. Make sure you stay tuned in for that.
All right, stay tuned. Colin may actually be visible with me at that point. Right now, he's the ghost. He's the ghost producer. So anyway, we're going to be talking with Barry from Dry Zone in a few minutes, and later on we got Pastor Bob Weed from Eagle's Nest, and we got a lot more of storm-related things to talk about. That extension cord one threw me off. I have to be quite frank with you. You know, it kind of messed me up. So if you're watching, here's the discount card. We've had quite a few phone calls today, so it's just 337-7300 if you want one for free. No big deal, but they do save you money time and time again every time you use one. So if you want one, get one. If you have any comments for me, you want to take a caller? Oh, we're getting back on the radio?
Just about, yeah.
All right, so we ought to take a caller and see if Barry wants to. Maybe we ought to find a Dry Zone caller. All right, we're back on the radio, everybody. I did mention if you want one of the Weller discount cards, absolutely free. Ooh. Are these a giveaway?
Yep.
Ooh, we should take a caller for them. Don't even look, Brooks. Don't let Brooks see it. He'll want it. Anyway, we're going to have Barry from Dry Zone on in just a minute or two. I didn't mention my insurance company yet, did I?
You did not.
LNW Insurance. I bet they are busy right now. In other words, with all the rain and limbs and everything in between. So what I want to tell you is, if you need insurance and you're looking for a good insurance company, I personally deal with L&W Insurance Company, and I've dealt with them for years and years and years and years and years, and I love them, okay? I don't love buying insurance, but here's what I do love. I love when I call, I get a human. I just called the other day with a question about something, and I love when I call, I get a human being, and they help me with things, and they guide me through the process, and they look over my policies, and they come down and look around my business, and they make sure I'm adequately insured, okay? Because at Weller's, we sell such a variety of things that they just need to make sure I got the right insurance. I have a lot of properties, automobiles, and so on, and they do a good job. But yet I know people like my children who just have a house and a vehicle, and they get their insurance there, and they're very happy with the service they receive. So I just want to let you know, if you need auto insurance or life insurance or health insurance or commercial coverage or insurance, even if you just have questions, okay? I mentioned this umbrella thing the other day, and I had somebody call me up and ask me all about it. So I have a couple personal and business umbrella policies. And what an umbrella policy does is cover everything a specific policy might or might not. So it's like an umbrella. You open it up, and it just covers a multitude of things. So I had somebody I know that was in a fender bender, and evidently their insurance was only going to pay so much, and they were just worried what happens if it goes over that amount. So anyway, you might want to consider an umbrella policy. So I'm not trying to sell you insurance personally, even though I probably could. I'm just letting you know that L&W Insurance Agency is where I buy my insurance. I'm very happy with them. You give them a call, they'll give you a free quote. If you've got insurance and you want them to look at what you have, your deductibles, your coverages, because a lot of people, they'll dial this 1-800 number, focus on the cheapest insurance they can buy, and not know why it was cheap till the day they needed it. And that is a big thing. And we live in a day and time when somebody like an uninsured motorist could hit you, whether you're riding your bicycle or whether you're in your vehicle. You want to make sure that you have enough and the right amount of insurance. And L&W, also, their big thing they want me to really emphasize is, when you have a problem, They don't abandon you. They don't say, here's the 800 number, good luck, have fun. They get in the middle of it. They say, would you like us to talk to the insurance company on your behalf? Would you like us to, be the liaison to make sure it's a smooth and positive process? So it's L&W Insurance Agency. Their number is 856-7828, 856-7828. On the web, it's lwinsurance.com, lwinsurance.com. L&W Insurance Agency, 856-7828. Give them a call and tell them I sent you. All right, we are giving away the Weller discount cards absolutely free. Barry, have you got one of these?
Yes, I have. And I use
have you ever used it?
I have. I use it at McDonald's. And
you get that quarter pounder?
Quarter pounder, yeah.
Buy one, get one free? All right. All right. Do you eat them both?
I have been known to.
As long as this cardiologist isn't, I'm listening.
Right.
All right. Have you used it anywhere else?
The Papa John's.
Papa John's. Another one. Buy a large pizza, get another pizza free.
That one I usually share.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's nice of you. That's nice of you. All right. Well, anyway, we're giving them away today free. I don't know how many I have left, but if you want one, just call, leave your name and number. 337-7300. Now, Barry, you have an item to give away. I don't want to give out what the item is just yet, okay?
Right.
But how are you going to do that? Don't tell anybody what it is. Just how do you want to go about giving the item away?
Well, we can have them call in.
You want to do that? You want them to be like the first person to call and get through?
That would be fine.
Okay. Well, no, I'm not baiting you. I'm here. I'm not masking you.
I didn't know how much time you wanted to give them to call in.
Not more than 2 days.
Okay. Right. It'd be tough on that one.
It'd be tough on that one. They'd be an unhappy winner.
Right. All right. They can call if they're listening now.
You want them to call while you're here?
Yeah.
You want them to call your phone, my phone?
They can call either
Look
one.
at these phone calls.
I know.
We're having a morning here. We're going to have them call your phone.
That's
is that
fine.
okay?
Yes.
All right, so folks, we're going to tell you in a minute what the item is, but I'm going to give you the phone number right now because it's only going to be you've got two and you're giving them both to one person?
Yes.
Okay. And so what's your number? It starts with 866 971
471.
I was close. 866, not 971. It's 471.
7962.
So I'm going to say it again. 866-471-7962.
And then you're absolutely right.
All right. So don't call yet. Let Barry do his ad here, and then we're going to let somebody call. And can you put your phone on speakerphone when the time comes?
We can, yes.
Okay. All right. And we're going to let you be on the air with Barry because you're going to have your chance to win something really awesome. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. So tell me about Dry Zone. I bet you've been busy.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, I need scuba suits, and it has been a zoo out there. With all this...
well, speaking of zoo... The Salisbury Zoo had to move all the animals that got flooded.
I've got a caller already.
Oh, really? Well, they can't call yet. You haven't said what it is.
Right.
Yeah, the Salisbury Zoo. If you look over here, there's a lot of enclosed trailers.
Yes.
And we're housing the animals right here. No, we're not. I'm messing with you. We went down and picked them all up.
left them down there.
We left the alligators down there, and we couldn't get the giraffes in the trailer.
Oh, you got to get the one with the sunroof in it.
Right. Yeah, there you go. No, there's no animals in these trailers unless there's a mouse or something out there, all right? Maybe a cricket. All right.
Well,
but anyway, what's going on?
This unbelievable amount of rain, like, I live over in Dagsboro. We had like between 10 to 12 inches over there over the couple days.
Well, Dagsboro is a very overactive neighborhood.
It is. And then over in Laurel, I mean, we've seen lots of flooding, and we've got people on standby to help homeowners. Yep. They can call, and they'll get somebody to come out there, depending on their emergency.
Really? What's an emergency?
Well,
what constitutes an emergency with Dry Zone?
There could be if there's a person may have a basement. They've been thinking about getting it waterproofed and never dealt with it.
They forgot to.
And then all of a sudden, they wake up with a 3 foot of water. We had a homeowner down in Salisbury with that. And,
really?
So we would go out there and take our commercial pumps and dry the place out, and then we'd go in and inspect.
What, like you can pump it out quick?
Well, depending on how much water, it might be a few hours.
Okay. But still, within a day?
Yes, and we can dry the place out, and then... if they had systems in there, we could diagnose if there's what failed there, or we show them how to correctly do it and protect it for a long time.
I have to believe one of the biggest things people don't think about is I have an electric sump pump, and the electric went out.
Absolutely.
Now what do I do?
And I've been in a friend of mine's basement when we were doing work there, and they shut the electric off out there in Gumboro and watched the water come up. As they didn't have battery backup system. Yeah. And
was that an easy sale?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a no-brainer there.
No-brainer.
But it was
didn't
amazing.
Have to think about it more than a month.
Yeah, somebody had cut their electric wire, and I happened to be out there with them, and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, our pumps, and I just watched it. I felt like we were on the Titanic sinking.
Really?
It was ridiculous.
Could you feel the house move? I mean, when a house basement fills with water, does the house, that amount of weight, can it pull a house lower?
I don't think it'll do
the
that
ground?
much to it, but it could do other damages to the foundation.
Okay.
Any cracks there will be probably enlarged, and
really?
Depending where the water's coming in.
Okay.
But we have solutions that we can protect.
Oh, you have solutions?
Yes.
All right.
And one of them I heard you mention earlier, a triple safe sump pump system.
Oh, I've been so impressed with that thing.
Oh my gosh.
Because I never thought about it. First you got to convince somebody they need a sump pump.
Right.
Then you got to convince them, well, you need one with a battery backup.
Well, and then sometimes they say, well, it only leaks like once every 5 years.
Right.
Well, isn't that?
And I've
is
learned
that
to
too
swim
much?
in the meantime.
Right. And so we have, basically, if it's going to rain, it's going to flood somewhere. So this pump here, there's 3 pumps in it. One is your regular pump that runs all the time.
Right.
The second one kicks in like on these crazy storms to keep up with it.
Okay.
And then if all else fails, the electric goes out, you have battery backup to run it.
And so you dig down and put it down flush with the floor, and you do it all.
Yep, and then we'd come up with a drainage system for a perimeter.
Okay.
So, and then once it's protected...
Is that drainage system inside the basement or outside the basement?
It's going to be inside the basement.
So you go down around the bottom of the basement.
Down to the footer.
Cut the cement out and put something down in there.
We put our water guard patent pipe down in there, design pipe, and then we cover it back up with concrete so that you can refinish your basement if you want us to, or if you want to do it. And then at that point...
So you'll never have to worry about it at this point?
Well, we're going to warranty it for the life of the home. It's transferable if you decide to sell it.
Okay. All right. Well, how do people reach Barry?
Oh, they can give me a call at 866-471-7962, and I'll set up a free, no-obligation inspection.
So they can call you now, and they'll actually get you now.
Yes.
And you'll make an appointment to come out. Inspections absolutely free.
Absolutely.
So I would have nothing to lose by letting you come look my house over, whether I got a problem or not.
Right. We can come down there and just show what's going on, and you would tell us any concerns you might have, and we can come up with a solution to fit your needs.
Okay. All right. Well, 866-471-7962. Can we do the contest now?
Sure.
All right. What are these items?
2 tickets today's Drive Sober 200
How many you got?
NASCAR. I got 2.
But how many you got?
Huh?
How many you got? You got a whole pocket full, or we only going to do 2?
Oh, we only got 2.
All right. 2
the other
tickets.
ones, I'm going to the races today.
You're going to the races?
I might
see
see
so
me
you'll be
there.
their host.
Yeah, almost.
All right.
If they can
All
find
right.
me.
2 of these tickets, right? All right. You're going to give them away for free.
Yes.
All right. And to today's race at Dover Downs.
Yes.
Okay. Do they include anything else? Is parking free?
No, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, you got to get there, and you got to get
there.
parked on your own.
Yes.
Then what? Then this gets you in?
Yep, that's general admission.
Really?
Yep.
And you're giving them away?
Yep.
All right. Right now, you have to dial Barry's number
866.
and be the first person to call. We're going to put you on the air, so be prepared. Comb your hair. Okay? Because we're on TV, is what I'm saying. All right?
So 866-471-7962.
So all we're looking for is the first person to call that number gets 2 of these tickets free.
Right.
Now, they're only good for today's race.
Yes.
Okay, so you got to use them today. They won't be any good tomorrow.
And like this, they come here to pick them up. That'd be all right?
That'd be fine with me. We're open until 1. All right, 866-471-7962. If you want 2 tickets to the Dover Down race, what's it called? The NASCAR Infinity Series?
Yes.
Today and today only, if anybody wants them.
Caller.
You got a call? Take it and put it on speaker. You got to put it near that microphone.
Dry Zone, Barry speaking. Hello, Dry Zone, Barry speaking. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you calling in for the tickets?
I'm calling in for the ticket.
All right, and what's your name?
Right now.
What's that again?
Yes, I'm calling in for the tickets.
And are you able to pick them up at Weller's by 1 today?
Yes.
And where did you hear about these tickets?
I'm watching it on TV.
All right, and what channel?
Wow, what channel is it? 47.
Okay, channel 47.
No, 80.7 on my Mediacom.
Oh, Mediacom. Okay. And whereabouts do you live?
I live in Whitehorse Park by Ocean Pines.
And did you get any flooding down there?
No, we didn't. Not here. At the main drive coming in, we got some.
That's Delaware.
We didn't get any here.
That's Delaware.
That's in Maryland. No, that's in Maryland.
Okay. All right. Wow. Do you listen to the show often, or is this your first time?
This is my first time being up this early.
Oh. Would you, now that we have your phone number, do you want us to call you weekly and wake you up?
Sure, but I'll tell you what I would like to get one of those cards.
Cards?
From Jim Willer, because I had thought I was just going through it, 5 trailers from them.
Wow. All right.
In my lifetime.
Wow. Well, we'll let you buy a trailer, and we'll give you a card when you pick up the tickets. How about that?
Okay.
All right. Now, what do we need to know? Hold on. We need his name, right? You'll have to show us you'll have to show ID when you come, okay?
Okay, my driver's license.
Yep. So what is your name? Bob?
Harrison, correct.
Okay. Harrison.
Harrison,
Wow. You spelled it right, Bob.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, thanks for watching the show, and thanks for calling, and the 2 tickets will be at Weller's on the counter. We don't open till 9, and we'll be here till 1.
Okay.
Enjoy the race, and are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook.
If you don't mind, when you get the tickets, do you mind if we take a picture and post a picture of you getting them?
No, I don't mind at all.
And when you're at Dover Downs, buy us all some souvenirs and take pictures of them and post them.
I think I could do that.
No, I'm just messing with you. Thanks for calling. Have a good day.
All right.
Bye-bye. That was a lot of fun. Thank you very much, Barry.
Thank you.
I think he's going to enjoy himself and have a good time. You don't want to give up your tickets, do you?
No.
We could probably give a couple more away.
We could, but I'm going to go meet Bill now. We're heading up there.
All right, I'll see you. Have a good weekend, okay? Have fun.
Stay dry.
Tell Bill I said hi.
I sure will.
Tell him I said hi and to stay dry. Brandon, are you on next? All right, everybody. Yes, we're having fun. The fun meter is working today. We're giving away the Weller discount card, so that gentleman there, if we could get a picture of him when he picks them up, that would be nice. Tag Dry Zone in that. And give him the Weller's discount card. And I do want to mention one more of my advertisers. We talked to Barry from Dry Zone. Can I hit Jerry's Lawn Care real quick?
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm going to have him on, I think, next week with a free item.
Really?
Yes. I saw him last night. Yeah, I saw a post. But I think old Jerry's up there at Dover Downs.
I think he is, too.
I don't know if he's cutting grass or splitting wood or just having a good time.
I know his son is a Jimmy Johnson fan, so me and his son.
We do not need to hold that against him?
No, that's great. Jimmy Johnson is the man.
I thought Brandon was a Jimmy Johnson fan.
No.
You're not, for real?
No. I'm a Dale Earnhardt fan.
For real?
Oh, yeah.
He's still racing?
Well, not this season.
Oh, he's not even racing, and you're a fan?
Well, he was racing this season. He's out with some medical issues.
He's got to love you.
Yeah.
Do you buy his shirts and everything?
I do.
Yeah. Any man that does not race for a year and can get people to still buy stuff is quite the marketer.
I think he's still the most popular driver in NASCAR.
Really?
Yeah. Kyle Busch was out for, more than half a year last year.
Okay, we don't need a lot of statistics.
And he won the championship. So
really?
I think Dale Jr. can come back next year and win the championship.
Okay. All right. And Brooks, you like this Jimmy Johnson guy?
Absolutely.
And what's that, the Lowe's car?
That's correct. I can't believe you knew that.
Huh?
I am amazed that you knew that.
Really?
Yes.
I know what's going on up there. All right, so Brandon goes to the race, you don't.
That's correct. See, I like watching it on TV.
Tickets must not be free.
No, they're not free. But no, I like watching it on TV because on TV, when there's an accident or something's going on, you can get multiple views of it. You can see it multiple times. It's a lot harder to see a wreck replayed when you're in the stands because you can't rewind.
All I remember, I was at the Daytona 500 and there was this big crash. And all of a sudden I felt this stuff all over my face and my head. and it was the rubber from all the tires of all the cars spinning out and sliding, and I was like, what is this? It just took me a minute to figure it out. But
I used to volunteer at Dover to seat people or tell them where their seats were.
Really?
So I was down right at the bottom of the stands, and by the end of the day, when you went home, I mean, you probably had to take 2 to 3 showers to get all the rubber off you. It was just like caked on you.
All right.
But if you're a fan, it's one of those things
2 to 3 showers at once a week. That's 2-3 weeks.
I know. It takes a long time.
All right. Brandon, can I do this ad for Jerry Santoro, who's probably up at Dover Downs having a good time? Jerry's Lawn Care. Good guy. Jerry Santoro is his name. Takes care of the grass cutting here at Weller's. He does the majority of it, and the weed whacking and the weed spraying, and he's been doing a good job there. He does some stuff for me out to my house, plus some other properties. So if you need lawn care or maintenance, or maybe you need some stuff cleaned up, trimmed up, cut down, he can help you with that, okay? He also sells firewood. He also does lot clearing. That's probably where he gets the firewood. But anyway, he does lot clearing, and he does tree work. So, like, if you have a tree that's leaning and you need it trimmed up or just completely taken down, or the stumps ground up or the stumps dug up, any of that he can help you with. He also sells firewood. He sells and services irrigation systems. So if it's the time of year you want to get your system winterized, he can do that for you. And he also is an E.P. Henry paver installer. He is certified in that. This dude has been in business over 10 years. His estimates are free. He's honest. He's fair. He's friendly. He's knowledgeable. And he's very engaged and involved in his business. So his name is Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care. I highly recommend you give him a call. I've had many listeners of the show deal with him, be very happy with the projects they had done. Actually, they've sent me pictures and so on. So it's Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care, 363-6025, 363-6025, jlc-llc.com, jlc-llc.com. Brandon Ritter, what's on your mind other than Dover Downs?
Oh, man, well, there's a lot of water out there.
There is.
And when I think
we need to sell it.
Yeah, we do need to sell the water.
Okay. That's what we need to do. Cups of water, everybody.
A lot of people
load your own.
Yeah. A lot of people are thinking about like water pumps and stuff like that, but
did you hear about this one?
I did hear about that one.
Isn't that a deal?
That's a really good deal.
All right. What were you going to say?
I was going to say kayaks. I know.
Oh, man. Aren't they on sale till today?
They are. They are.
After today, it's all over.
Yeah. Well, we also have another promotion going on, too.
Do we really?
We do. Where we have some kayaks listed here, and then with the purchase of the kayak, you
get a paddle on them one?
You get the $188 one, you get the paddle.
No. That one's on sale today for $170.
$170.
Oh, you're saying don't come in today and on Monday pay $188.
No. I'm saying come in today and get it for $170.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you say that. What did he say, Brooks? Did he say that?
I plead the fifth.
All right, go ahead.
Anyways, so we've got the kayaks.
So they have two choices on that kayak.
Yes.
Today it's $170.
Correct.
Monday it's $188.
That's correct.
Either one is okay with me.
Right.
You would prefer today.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Anyways.
But you know what? In this kind of weather, wouldn't it be cool to go out and kayak in, like, down to Walmart in that pond out front?
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
That would be a neat picture.
There was a picture of somebody on Facebook. I think he was just being pulled in a
shopping cart. I saw that.
Yeah.
They were having shopping cart races down in the water at Walmart in Seaford.
Yeah.
It was being pulled by a Jeep, I think.
It was hilarious.
And then a truck went by and splashed them all.
Yeah.
All right, so we got kayaks.
We got kayaks. Another thing, a lot of people like to conserve water and stuff like that. So you buy one of these pumps.
I know what he's going to say.
You take these pumps, you pump the water out, and you come and get one. We have these stackable liquid storage containers. 275
gallons.
Yes. And they are on
water your garden or whatever you may need it. Don't drink that water.
Right, exactly. So,
that is a very good idea.
Right. They're normally like brand new big box stores, a couple $100.
Yes.
We're normally selling them around $80-$90.
Right.
We've got them on sale for $77 right now. So.
And we don't have many.
We don't have many.
You know what else I've seen people do with those things, though? It's a big, what is it, about 4x4?
Right.
Okay, and it's on like an aluminum frame that's also like a pallet. It's got room for you to put the forks in.
Forklift.
I've seen people cut the top out of them and just use them for storing things. In other words, like scrap metal or something. So that way when they want to load it and pick it up, they actually ended up with a pallet with sides because it has like an aluminum frame around it on the outside too.
Right. And a lot of like shops and stuff use it to store burnt motor oil and stuff like that.
Yep.
Till they're ready to dispose of it. So a lot of things on sale right now.
How much was that? $80? 70 something?
$77.
$77.
Yeah.
We have a minor issue with the extension cord pricing.
I was listening to that on the way in.
I think there's something wrong there. What do you think?
Well, I have to look into it, but it might be just a really good deal.
We got the chief. I don't want to get off on that. All right, go ahead.
So it's the end of the week, beginning of the month. We're really excited. What's to come for this month?
Hey, we ought to tell everybody what we're doing.
Let's tell everybody what we're doing.
The trailer prices. We had a big sale in August. Very successful. We went ahead in September and put more trailers on sale. Another successful month. We're going to do it again. We're going to put more trailers on sale for the month of October because we are moving trailers.
You sure you want to do that?
Well, I'll tell you what. People love the deals. I mean, we've got trailer prices less than they were a couple years ago now.
Yeah, very, very good deals right now.
Very, very good deals. We're moving the numbers. It is a volume thing. So, we are moving the volume.
Correct.
Brooks, officially, don't give any numbers. Just tell me, what percentage of trailers were we up for the month of October? August, September, October.
How can I
got my months mixed up. What month is this?
This is
we're now in October.
All right. So what was last month?
How can I tell you if you said don't give any numbers?
Percentage. I just want the percentage.
But that's a number.
We sold. What month was last month? September.
Yes.
All right. For the month of September, did we sell more trailers than last year in the month of September?
That's correct.
Don't tell me the number of trailers.
I gotcha.
What's the percentage we were up?
I don't have the exact one, but it was approximately 35%.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. It took him a while to understand what I was asking.
Well, you said don't give any numbers. Well, 35% is a number. So I'm like,
that's a percentage.
I'm like, is this a trick question?
No, what I'm saying, folks, is we're selling trailers for less than we have in years. They're very good deals. We have ran out of some trailers, have
Absolutely.
we not?
Yes, we have.
Like big enclosed car trailers, we sold them things like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess the more the money was, the better the savings were, so that was the ones people jumped on.
Right.
And we've noticed also people would normally buy this basic trailer, but they're going up a couple notches, selling a lot of aluminum trailers and stuff. What else did you want to say before I interrupted you?
Again, just come in today. We're open 9 to 1. Ask for Brandon. And I'll take you out. I advertised on Facebook earlier this week. I'm not afraid of the rain. And people put me to it. They put me to the test that day that it was like...
Well, say it again, because what do we sell? That number you can say.
What's that?
The 7 trailers in one day.
Oh, yeah, 7
Almost
trailers.
1 hour.
7 trailers in one day, and it happened to be the day that it was pouring. I mean, like hurricane weather outside.
But that's a real buyer.
Oh, yeah.
When they hold you for 40 minutes outside in a rain like that.
Yeah, we were soaked.
Yeah.
We were soaked. But, I don't mind going out in the rain, the snow, the heat, the cold. I'll take you out.
Write all that down.
Trailer.
We're going to hold you to that.
We're going to hold you to that.
Sign it in blood.
When you can't even open the door because the snow's so high.
I didn't come in today.
All right. Anyway.
To come in, ask for Brandon. We're here 9 to 1. Phone number is 337-8228, or you can call me on my cell, which is 542.
Call him right now on his cell. 542 what?
7794.
7794. Now, what are you doing?
Rendering.
Airing out your arm?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a break from the radio.
Yes, we are.
All right. Pastor Bob's going to be on next, and we're going to stay right with him on TV. So we're still here on TV, everybody. Can't get rid of us that easy. But anyway, were you done?
I am done.
All right. Well, then, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you in a little bit.
I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. Don't forget that, guys. Tickets. All right. You got to give him his name. Need him show photo ID. Weight, height, weigh him. Check his height. All right. What's next? Colin Walls, you want to talk about what you wanted to talk about? It is the 8 o'clock break, or no? No. Not ready. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to keep talking if you don't mind, but Walls Service Center is open just about now. They open at 8 o'clock on Saturdays, open 8 to noon on Saturdays, 7:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Great place to get your automobile worked on. Something as simple as an oil change, or like what I'm getting ready to do next week. I'm going to take one vehicle after another up there, and I want to know what kind of shape my vehicles are in so I can decide whether to keep them, trade them, or whatever. I have finally made a decision on a new pickup. It took me forever, and I've looked at everything from a Nissan to a Toyota to a Honda to a GMC, Chevrolet, Ford, a little bit of everything. So I have decided to order one, is what I've done. So hopefully it'll be here by the end of the year. That would matter to me just a little bit. So now I don't know whether to trade mine in or keep it or whatever. That's why I want Colin to look it over. So I went down, made the deal. The guy's typing it all up. I said, give me a quote. He said, well, here's your quote, and I ordered it, so you just decide whether you want it or not. So I feel just a little obligated. Oh, you're right. I got off on Wall Service Center. I drifted. All right. I'm known for bulldozing. Now I'm drifting. Well, anyway, Wall Service Center is open right now, 422-8110. If you want to call and do no more than say, good morning, and schedule an oil change for you, and think of 2 friends that you would be willing to buy an oil change for. And while you're at it, schedule their oil changes too. 422-8110, whether you want an oil change, maybe during this rain you realize, man, my windshield wipers aren't working like they should, they squeak, or they don't get the whole windshield clean. You can go into Walls and they'll change your wiper blades, and I don't know how much they are, but it's just a real easy process. If you're going through inspection and you want them to check your brake lights and your turn signals, as Colin always reminds me to remind you, is it's very hard for an individual to check their own brake lights, because by the time you push the pedal down, jump out of the car and get to the back, it's just hard. He's had so many people come in and tell him their taillights were out because they were checking them themselves. Okay? So they'll help you with that, because he doesn't want to change your brake lights if they're not bad. Can you understand that, Brooks?
I can understand that.
You can actually probably relate to that, can you not?
Absolutely.
Okay. So anyway, what I'm saying is, Wall Service Center will take good care of you. 422-8110. You can request an appointment online. You can go online and say, hey, I'd like to get in there on this day. And it's not just like 1 bay or 2 bays. It's like 5 bays. And each one of them has a mechanic there, and they're all there to take good care of you. And the guy that does your oil change is the same guy that can do other things, and where that's important is he knows what he's looking at. Like some places only do oil changes, or they have a guy that only does oil changes, but he can't notice other things. It's important when you take the time to get your car worked on, you want to make sure if there's something else, you want him to let you know about it. So now you're ready to talk?
Yeah, we were trying to get the pictures.
Oh, my gosh.
Get them up in time today, but that's okay.
All right, well, we're out of time, but thank you for stopping by.
Sorry.
All right.
So the question was
how often?
Yes. How often do mechanics and other automotive professionals that subscribe to this? It's 80,000 active subscribers in this. So
that's more than the amount of people live in Milford.
For sure. It's almost as many people lives in Delaware.
Or at least Lincoln.
Right. A tenth at least.
All right. So anyway, out of 80,000 people that subscribe to this, you're saying, and it's mainly automotive repair type places.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. So it's an industry publication. Over 5,000 responded.
Really?
The question was, how often do you change your own oil?
As a mechanic?
Yeah, on your own.
Well, before you tell the national statistic, Colin, how often do you change your own oil?
I try to change it every 5,000 miles or so.
Okay.
In that general area.
How does trying work?
It works sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. But the main thing is
what's the longest you ever went?
I'm not sure.
Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, over 5,000 people responded.
Right.
And 90% of them changed their oil every 5,000 miles or less.
No kidding.
Right. So when you ask, how do I really need to change my oil? Yes, you really do.
Because 5,000 miles is a lot of turning of all them parts in there.
Well, yeah, and the oil breaks down.
Like
the oil breaks down. And also it burns oil. You're going to have the longer you go, the more oil you're going to burn.
Okay.
Even in a brand new engine, you're going to burn some oil. There's some oil that gets burned.
It's just going to happen.
It's just going to happen. So what you want to do is just schedule it with Wall Service Center. We can take care of it. We can check it. You've seen the checklist we have, right?
Right.
We've given you your copy of it when we look over
I like
the car.
it. There's all these little things that you check.
Right. Lots of different things we check.
Depth in the tread of the tires.
The depth of the tread of the tires, your pads, the thickness, of your brake pads, what you have left on it, even your cabin air filter or your regular air filter. We're looking at all that stuff just to let you know exactly where your car stands. How are you going to need something coming up? Or,
right, so you can be proactive.
Exactly. So what you want to do is give us a call at Wall Service Center, 422-8110, Also, you can go to wallservicecenter.com on the web, and you can stop in 220 Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford. You know where that is, right across from Abbott's Grill.
Yep.
Next to Bicentennial Park.
Yep. Right around the corner from Goat Island.
That's right. The Milford River Walk. Yesterday I was asking people to come downtown and stand on that
River swim.
Stand on that bridge, the footbridge that goes across the river, and see if your feet get wet. The water was going to come up high enough for your feet
and it arches wet. 10 feet above the river?
It's pretty high. Yeah.
Gosh.
But the footbridge going to Goat Island,
right?
It was underwater.
No way.
It was underwater.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Them poor goats.
Yeah.
How far under? Because them goats have short legs.
They do, don't they?
But they are buoyant, aren't they?
Yeah, they float well.
Do they?
Yeah.
They don't flip over.
They might. I don't know. They're a little top heavy.
Swim on their side and use their ears to paddle.
They're a little top heavy. So do we have that picture, Colin? You can get it up. Which one? Let's go with the picture of the what an engine looks like. This is an actual picture of an engine that we took.
So this is a real engine that Wall Service Center did some work on.
Yes, we've had to do intake work on it.
Don't you wish you did the oil changes ahead of time for this gentleman?
Yes, because it's
customer.
Not good looking.
Boy, that is ugly.
That is what an engine should not look like.
Are those the engine's nostrils?
Yeah. That's actually where the intake sits
gunk?
on that. Those are the heads there where you see the rods going up. Those are the push rods, and that's just gunk in there from the oil where the oil is broken
mackerel.
Down. It's horrible, and anything you do, when you run into a situation like that, you're best to just leave it alone. Because anything you break loose is going to travel through that engine.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're going to pull the whole engine apart. Yeah, anything you do, it's going to break loose. Now, the filter will pick it up, but the filter will plug up eventually. And if you don't change your oil...
Look at how big an engine is compared to how big an oil filter is.
Right, and if you don't change your oil...
Wow. We're on the radio talking with Colin Walls from Wall Service Center about how often... What do you have, a question?
Yes.
Oh, here, give him a microphone. We have a question.
Question from the
audience.
audience.
Talking about oil changes here. Question.
How often do you change synthetic oil?
Well, synthetic usually is recommended 5,000 to 7,500 miles.
Okay.
It doesn't break down as fast as regular engine oil, conventional engine oil. But one thing about it is it's thinner. Even in the same viscosity, same weight oil, it's actually thinner. So it does burn a little faster because of being thinner.
Okay. So it's more expensive and burns faster.
Right.
Okay. Great value. Let's buy that in volume.
Right. Anyway, you know how to get a hold of us?
How?
Wall Service Center,
422-8110.
That's right. You set appointments by letter. By the time we get the letter, you missed the appointment because we send back a confirmation.
Right. Well, I want to tell you a little story, too.
Okay.
I got a Ford pickup with the EcoBoost engine.
Yeah.
And I recently was told by the dealer that I was paying attention to that thing in the dash as far as oil changes.
Right.
So I was running 9,000 miles on an oil change. And I had some engine problems because I did not change the oil at 5,000 miles.
Right.
So there I got this electronic thing in the dash telling me when to do it, and the dealer saying, nope, big mistake. I got a lot of stuff fixed under warranty, but...
I really think it is a big mistake, and I don't know why the manufacturers are doing that, other than, it's a selling point saying you can get more mileage out of it, but you really should not.
Right, because if you get more mileage on an oil change but shorten the life of your motor... The motor is a whole lot more money than the oil change.
Exactly. And there's these valves in there. They're called variable valve timing solenoids, and they plug up. We see them, especially on the Fords. We see those plug up all the time, and it's because of not changing your oil regularly. And, if that light comes on at 7,500 or 10,000 miles,
right,
majority of people probably aren't going to change it right when that light comes on either.
I'm that guy. I'm trying to find out how many more miles I got left.
Exactly. Right. So
I want every penny out of it.
And you can go in and be proud. I got 15,000 miles out of this oil change.
And I shortened the life of my motor. At 90-some thousand miles, I'm having the engine worked on.
Right. So, anyway, very, very important.
Is there any point you're trying to make?
Story. Oil changes are very important. Regular scheduled maintenance is very, very important.
Any questions, call Colin, 422-8110. Seriously, any questions, just call Wall Service Center. They'll help you out.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Pastor Bob Weed is here. You can come on over if you would. Everybody, this is the pastor of Eagle's Nest Church in Milton, Delaware. Big building, big congregation, very involved in the community, very active. And what's going on in your world?
Oh, what's going on? Well, we're getting ready for the holidays. You realize it's October already?
I know it.
I mean, we'll be talking about
Christmas. We didn't even know what month it was.
Of course, you couldn't say the numbers
That's right.
Yeah, because I heard that on the way.
So what do you got going on? You got a lot going on. So what's the next holiday we're going to celebrate? Thanksgiving?
No, we got Halloween.
Oh, Halloween.
We're doing a big event we call Trunk or Treat.
Oh, that is
Halloween
so nice. In other words, lit parking lot, safe environment.
Yeah.
What a great idea. Whose idea was that?
Well, that was actually our children's director, Amy Brown's.
Yeah, and that was, what, years ago?
Years ago. We've been doing it for a number of years now, so people kind of know what to expect when they come. But what we do is we get a bunch of cars.
Okay.
They back in, and then they decorate them according to whatever they want to do. Some people do a, like a football theme, team theme. Others do all kinds of creative stuff. They do kids stuff. But there's a mixture.
Nothing scary, nothing to upset a child.
Nothing really bad. No horror stuff. Not like these chainsaws. Chainsaw in the side of their head or anything.
Right.
But we gather these trunks, and then we fill them with
30
candy.
cars, something like that. Okay.
Lots of candy. I mean, lots of candy.
So the kids come, the parents come. It's a lit environment.
Yep.
It's kind of right there in the parking lot of Eagle's Nest. Mm-hmm. And is there any charge for anything?
It's all free. It's all free. The church, we gather candy for a month. We're gathering candy now. We get pounds and pounds and pounds, thousands of pieces of candy. We just gather it all month, and then it's really there for the community so that the kids have a safe place. They know the candy's safe, the environment's safe. Yeah, they can come and they can. Some dress up, some don't, but we have the whole family comes, and so it's a great time.
Now, what if they're not a member of Eagle's Nest?
Everybody's welcome.
This is everybody's
welcome. Yep, everybody event. So it's a great night. It's really fun. I mean, last year was the first year we actually had a little early, because something about Halloween last year. I can't remember what it was now. It's been a year. But we did it a different time. But it's at 6:30.
All right, 6:30 in the evening.
In the evening.
On Monday?
On Monday, October 31st.
Really?
And if you have any questions, just check out the website. There'll be information on the website.
You know what I realized? We've got a website, Twitter, and Facebook all with the same domain thing. eaglesnest.ch on Twitter or Facebook or the web.
Yep. So if you just check out one of those, you'll find the information. It's there. But it's a great night, and it's not just, it's gotten to it. It takes, these kind of events take on their own personality.
Yep.
And it's just an enjoyable night because people are, they're interacting with each other. We find that people that when they're walking through, they see people they haven't seen in a while, so they socialize with people. It doesn't take a long time to go through.
It's like a community gathering.
It's a community event. It's what it's meant to do.
So it's family friendly.
Family friendly.
The key word is it's free.
It's free.
It's family friendly. It's free.
Yep.
It's safe. It's secure, and everybody's welcome.
And it's a great time. I just love. I go through I'm there all night, and I'm shaking hands. I'm seeing little kids, and a lot of them I know, introducing myself to others, and just watching the kids have fun. We play around. Like people are interacting with each other if they're dressed in certain costumes and that kind of thing, and we just kind of interact. It's really great to watch people.
It really is.
Just interact with each other and have fun. With all the stress that's going on in the world, it's a great, safe environment.
And there's plenty of candy, so nobody has to be pushy or shovey or worried or
it's
like
funny
that.
to watch kids. Certain kids will come in and pick one piece,
and
then there's other kids will take a handful.
Yep.
It's kind of fun to watch that kind of thing.
It is. It really is. All right, so we have that October 31st, I think you said,
October
Tuesday night,
31st,
6:30.
Trunk or Treat.
All right, Trunk or Treat. I would like to encourage people to go to our Facebook page and like it, if you would. We're trying to get to, I don't know what number, but we're trying to get more and more people there all the time. I would call us a very active church. We always seem to have something going on, and one of our big themes is we want to give back and be supportive of our community.
We want to serve our community by doing good. We just, I just met with a local leader this week from a school, principal in a school, just to find out what's going on in the community. From your perspective, how can we get better involved? How can we help you?
Okay.
To help them. And so I'm meeting.
Not looking for anything from them.
Not looking for anything. We're just going, what do you need? And I'm going around to local leaders, policemen, firemen, leaders in the community that are actually serving people and saying, what are you finding? What do you need? How do we help you?
How can we make a difference in your world?
Yeah. We don't want anything from you. We just want to know what you see the needs of the community are and how can we serve. Obviously, as a church, no one church, no one organization can meet every need.
Right.
But if we do what we can, if everybody starts doing what they can, and really, if what we really want to change is the climate of our culture, is if everybody began to think about what can they give versus what can they get, it would change our communities and change our nation.
Yes, it would.
You know, some of this polarization that we see all comes from everybody, from the people that are arguing, I should say, you know, looking at from their frame of reference. We're trying to teach people, look from somebody else's, walk in somebody else's moccasins for a little while, and look to give versus get. And it really does. It's more blessed to give than receive.
I agree.
It's a fact.
I agree. How would you describe Eagles Nest? Somebody's listening, their world is just chaotic, it's just crazy, they don't really know where to turn, they just have so much going on, they have no time for anything, never enough money to go around, never enough time to go around, and they just are like, how can life be so stressful and complicated and so on? Why should somebody even consider going to church? What might they receive?
That's a great question. What's the value of
what's
going
in
to
it
church?
For me? What's in it for them? In other words,
that's an
awful way to say it.
It's an awful way to say it, but that's where most people start. You know, most people come to faith in some kind of crisis. They're dealing with crisis in life, so they go to a church and they get support, they get help, they get encouragement. And so what starts out as, you know, kind of a need-based really grows into real relationships with people that care about you. And there's a story in the Bible where a paralyzed guy, 4 guys carry this guy to Jesus. They open the roof up and they lower him to Jesus because so many people
first got him on the roof.
They had to take him on the roof, then they lowered him down because they couldn't get to him. And I use that as an example of what we're trying to do. We want everybody in our church to have 4 people that when life paralyzes you, they'll bring you to Jesus. Right. They'll bring you to a community. They'll bring you to help. And that we all need that. And in this community, you know, this phone thing, we say we're connected, but we're less connected than we've ever been, you know, person to person. But we have all this
because you look at your phone before you answer
That's right. And some of it's fake. You know, they got, right now, these psychologists are saying that there's actually a depression. I can't remember the name of the term, but people are getting from Facebook envy. You know, people are going on vacation doing this. It's not even real, some of it. And they're thinking, my life's mundane, my life's ordinary, I don't get to do this, I don't get to do that. So there's really there's like a depression that's developing because we want to live some, and it's
fake depression.
We're fake over things that aren't even real. But what church brings is obviously it brings faith in God, but it brings people. And really, I say it like this: God intended the church to make God visible. So I ask our church, how visible are we making God to people? We're His hands, we're His feet, and how good of a job are we doing representing Him to our community?
That's good.
And that's why it's more blessed to give than receive. We want to give more than receive. And that's why church is important, because it helps us to get out of that self-orientation, get into real relationships, and real relationships are give and receive. You know, really healthy relationships, two-sided.
Yeah, I agree. Give and take, ebb and flow.
When you need it, you receive it. But when you're doing well and the other one needs it, you reciprocate and give. Right. So that's what we're trying to do with the community.
Now, Eagles Nest is a church. If I had to describe it, you know, if I'm just saying, if I'm talking to somebody who's never seen or been to Eagles Nest, it's a very family-oriented church. Many things for children, right down to nursery. In other words, you know, so just kind of come as you are.
Yep.
And there's free parking, free coffee,
free parking, free
fellowship. And the message is priceless, in other words. So anyway, but anybody can come and, you know, just kind of come as you are. And we're always looking to meet new people and see where we can make a difference in your life and help you just get to know one another. I think we have tables and chairs in the lobby, and we actually do honestly have free coffee, and it's just to encourage after church or before church. I mean, we have some people now come an hour before church just to fellowship with one another, just to get to know people, and you know, and
because they are busy. Sometimes life, you know, you're working all week, you're taking care of kids, you don't have a time to go out and do stuff. So you can get to church a little earlier, catch up with people, meet new people, you know, have a cup of coffee. It's amazing what a cup of coffee does for somebody.
And you know, when you talk to other people, it's amazing. You may think you got a big dilemma going on. Talk to 4 or 5 other people, and all of a sudden your dilemma doesn't seem so big.
Or you might be able to encourage somebody just by talking with them, and it makes you feel good when you help somebody. That's the other thing that we all need, is a sense of purpose. It's amazing when you can help somebody out of a jam by just putting your hand on their shoulder and praying for them, or you know, wishing them well. I care. It makes a difference. We had a family this week that their house got struck by lightning.
Okay.
You know, and their house burnt down.
Oh my gosh!
You know,
that's instant.
but they're not alone. They got people that love them. We went over there, said, what do you need? We'll be following up with that, making sure that they're okay. That's what church community
is all about.
We call it authentic biblical community. When we're real, when we live biblically, because we're supposed to care for one another, and then we're community, we're together.
Wow. All right, so let's give out some contact info.
And check us out on the web at www.eaglesnest.ch, as in church.
Yep. Then Facebook, same thing. And what was the other one I said? Twitter. Come see us in person.
You're the expert on all that stuff.
I'm trying.
People tell me about all this stuff.
Okay. You've heard of
I've
Facebook
heard of it.
and Twitter.
With a face like mine, I don't do Facebook.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Mainly radio.
Mainly radio.
All right. Now, the other thing is, what was the phone number? 684-3149? All right. So you can give a call, 684-3149. Check us out at eaglesnest.ch. You got Facebook. We're there. And then we're also on Twitter. What else did I just want to say? Church is tonight.
Tonight we have Saturday night service at 6:30. We're doing a series called The Game of Life. This is another reason why I'm coming to church. We preach practically.
Yes.
It's like we take what the Bible says, and how does that apply to raising kids, paying bills, dealing with an obstinate boss, being a boss, being an employer. And so this Game of Life series is about practical things. And like this weekend, I'm going to be talking about practical things about money.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get your money. It's about how to view your money, how to spend your money, how do you make your money, those kind of things, which are practical things that people. Last week we talked about marriage, so all these things are in our archives on our website.
Oh yeah,
you can watch at any service.
You can test drive us right at eaglesnest.ch. See what you think.
Yep.
All right, and
next week I'm going to talk about a home. Does God care about where you live?
Okay.
I've got people that need homes, and it's interesting. That's practical. Like, how does God get involved in your day-to-day life? And He wants to.
And He does, and He's there.
Yeah.
And He can make a difference.
He can make all the difference in the world.
Yeah. He can make more difference than you can.
Yes.
Not meaning you.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I've seen that God can do more than I can do.
Right. It's like I have to slow down, get out of the way, and let God take over.
It's kind of funny. Like, I think I got a great sermon, and it's flat. And then there's times I'm like, I get on a rabbit trail, and people say that changed my life. I was like, that wasn't planned.
Right.
It's something that God can do in your life. Yeah.
All right. What else did we need to say? Sunday morning is 9:30, right?
9:30.
Bring your kids, bring your neighbors, anybody you want. So anyway, it's Eagles Nest. Oh, where are we at? Where's the building?
We're in Milton, Delaware.
Okay.
You get us you come down Route 1 from Milford.
South.
From 16. West to east on 16, and we're on Zion Church Road.
Okay.
Turn on Zion Church Road. If you go to our website, it's got a little map there. You can find it. But we can't. You can't get us from the highway. You have to come down 16 and take and turn on Zion Church Road.
There you go. Whether you're going north or south on 16 on Route 1, turn on 16, and then we're right there on Zion Church Road.
Yep.
Okay. eaglesnest.ch if you want to learn more or see one of our messages. Are they visible or are they just words? Videos.
Yeah, video, and I think they are working on podcasting as well, the tech team. Because, a lot of people now don't watch things, they listen to them.
Yes, they do. Because everybody's on the go.
Everybody's on the go.
And it's okay to listen and drive. It's not okay to watch and drive.
Or text and drive. I just had somebody the other day just text and drive it. I've had to do funerals for people that text and drive, so I just want to encourage people, don't text and drive.
Don't text and drive.
Please don't text and drive. It's more dangerous than you think.
Yep, I agree.
And so...
All right, so tonight, 6:30, you're going to be there?
I will.
Tomorrow morning, 9:30?
Tomorrow morning. Earlier than that.
All right, so when you see Pastor Bob, when you come, the camera adds 10 pounds. So when you see him...
So I just lost 15, so I can look more.
Wow, man. Yeah. So he will look different when you see him.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
I think that's good, Jim. You did a good job.
Thanks a lot. Well, you did a good job,
I'm glad you guys are keeping you on your toes this morning. I've been listening, and you're like, you guys are keeping him on his toes this morning.
We had a minor misunderstanding about the price on some extension cords that threw me all off track in the beginning.
No, what he's not telling you is he's the head of the marketing department.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, you guys have got these... Let me show you.
I know how it works. I know how the boss works here.
This is a 25-foot extension cord.
That's a pretty heavy one, too.
Right. Now, this one is a 25-foot extension cord. Okay?
Yeah.
This one is 16 gauge. This one is 12 gauge. That will carry more amps, whatever. This little thing lights up both ends, so you can tell you got electricity. This one doesn't have that. This one here sells for, what's that on there? He's reading
$22.50.
$22.50. Okay. They've got this one priced at how much, Brooks?
$20.
I'm really having a hard time with this as the owner of the company.
But it gets better than that.
I think they switched covers.
I'm not sure. Do you really think that cover was ever on that cord?
No, it doesn't look that way.
All right, so that cord's $20. That one's $22.
Maybe that's $2.25.
No, it's $22.50. Now it gets worse. How much are two of these, Brooks?
$35.
Two of that cord for $35 and two of them for $45. Do you not see something wrong with that picture?
I see something right with that picture from a consumer standpoint.
But it bugs me because I'm like, I'm never going to get rid of these. Because everybody's going to buy these. They're priced wrong. And the daggone ad is till when?
10/15.
10/15. I got 15 more days of these extension cords at the wrong price. So our whole show started on that note.
Okay.
Brooks has got it all messed up, and he's trying to blame it on me. Okay? I'm not responsible for anything except hiring Brooks.
Yeah, I got broad shoulders. I can take it.
From that point on.
I got a good book for you to read.
Really?
It's on leadership. The boss is always responsible.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway.
Because you hired him.
I did hire him. That's right.
It's right. It's your fault.
Right. All right. Well, I've never regretted hiring Brooks.
And I thank you for hiring me.
And I thank you for letting me. All right. Well, anyway, Pastor Bob, thank you very much.
Thanks
and Eagles Nest, great church. I go there. I love it. My family goes there. My kids go there. And everybody's invited. Everybody's welcome, right?
Everybody's welcome.
Plenty of parking.
And warm, nice people.
Warm, nice
real people.
Yeah. And, real people. That would be the best way to describe it. Yep. So come as you are. Bring your family. We'd love to see you tonight or tomorrow morning. 6:30 tonight, 9:30 tomorrow morning. And you're allowed to go to both, right?
You are.
Okay.
You can grade my
Is the coffee really free?
The coffee's really free, and we got good coffee. We buy good coffee. We don't buy cheap coffee. We buy the good stuff.
Let's call it more better. It's more better.
More better.
More better.
More better.
All right. More better than Bucks. Right?
That's right.
Did you say that?
I don't think I said that. I'm just affirming yes. I don't drink coffee, so
I don't either.
But there's people that love coffee.
Oh, I know.
You know, I'm a tea drinker.
It fuels them.
It does fuel them.
All right.
You know.
Anything else?
God loves you.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I appreciate everything.
Right.
So I'm going to let you leave if that's okay.
Yep.
All right. We're about out of time, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
All right. One of the two of us was long-winded.
It was me.
It was you?
Yeah.
Okay. Good enough then. All right. What have I missed? Wilson's auction.
Yes.
Big auction that was scheduled for today. I got to make sure everybody knows this. There was going to be an auction today in Dover at the Lockerman Bradford House. Okay, a lot of antiques, really good stuff. Actually, Denise and I were not able to go today, so this is exciting news for us because it's been postponed till next Saturday. So it's next Saturday. If you have any questions about Wilson's auction, you can go to their website, which is wilsonsauction.com. And now today in Lincoln City, they're having a huge auction at their facility. They've been there over 40 years. They have stuff inside, outside, all over the place. I went there last Saturday night. Listen to this. I went to Wilson's auction. Me and Denise did last Saturday night. I've been not going to auctions as much because I have a bad habit when I get there. I like to buy everything. But we bought a pile of stuff for $2. $2. And Denise went home and started looking. It was games that have never been opened. You know, you open them up and all the little packages of all the parts were there. She's like, we got a bargain and a half for $2. She was very upset with me that this pile of records that she said she did not want went for $7 and I did not buy them. And she was bothered by that. So I've got to realize when she says I don't want it, it might mean I do want it. Okay, so anyway, Wilson's auction, Route 113 in Lincoln, today, starting at 10 up into the evening, has got all kinds of stuff for sale. Great values, great bargains. Go to their website, wilsonsauction.com. Call them on the phone. It's 422-3454, wilsonsauction.com. And then Tuesday night at 6 o'clock, they have an auto auction. And then again, next Saturday, they have another auction, plus that one up in Dover. So check out their website, wilsonsauction.com. Tell them I sent you. Good place to go and find a bargain. Or if you're just tired of sitting around watching TV and you want to jump up and go do something, that's exactly what we did last Saturday. And we had a good time down there. And we like going to Wilson's because there's always some neat stuff to buy. 422-3454, 422-3454. I mentioned earlier you can have a Weller's discount card for free. We have had a boatload of callers for that. As long as I got one for you, you can have one. I need you just to call and put your name on the voicemail. 337-7300. You got till the end of next week to pick it up. They're normally $15. We're giving them away today. Free. 337-7300 if you want one. We've had a good show so far, Brooks. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
How you holding up over there?
Good.
That picture of the inside of the engine was a real good visual of how valuable it is to get your oil changed every 5,000 miles.
Absolutely.
No matter what the thing in your dash says. You know? Because the thing in your dash has nothing to do with what's in your engine.
Tell you what, I would be extremely embarrassed if the inside of my engine looked like that.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Wow. I never even thought about being embarrassed.
Well, that to me would just prove that you aren't really taking care of your vehicle.
Yeah, but if you're paying attention to the thing in the dash, you don't realize you just need to, every 5,000 miles, change your oil.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to take a break from the radio. We'll be back with the final half hour of Weller Does Delmarva. We are live with you on Facebook Live, so we're going to continue on talking to you. So I want to let you know that the phone is ringing, and that's because people want the free Weller's discount card. If you say, what in the world is this discount card? Just go to Wellers.com. It's right there on the front page, front and back, all kinds of deals on mainly restaurants, but there's a deal at the Ducky and Car Wash and Professional Power Wash. So, and we're giving the cards away free, and you save money time and time again every time you use it. I do want to let you know that we do have a lot of fun here on the show, and you that have been watching, you saw Pastor Bob from Eagle's Nest on, and you also saw Barry from Dry Zone. And I want to let you know those are advertising opportunities. So if you have an interest in being on the show, maybe you have a business or something you want to promote or whatever, you are welcome to, come on over, Colin. You are welcome to, what was I getting ready to say? Get up with me about what advertising opportunities exist. You want to talk about our new idea, or what do you want to talk about, Colin?
Well, I was just going to talk about Wall Service Center a little again. I got some more pictures here.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah. We're working on them.
So we're talking about
loaded, and so we
the
did
value of an oil change.
Well, this is
another item.
This is something different. Just kind of a neat picture. We did a 2012 Dodge Charger RT.
Oh,
real nice car. The dash. Did you see that picture?
Did that guy do all that in one day?
It was just over a day, so it was like 8 to 10 hours.
Here's what I was thinking. Was he nervous?
Not at all. He does them all the time.
Because, seriously, I mean, you get doing that, the concentration level of paying attention to I'm sure there's little screws and big screws.
And Logan is the one that did it. I call him our dash specialist. He does very meticulous with his work.
He's the dash man.
He's the dash man, yep. And what you've got to do an evaporator core, which is the part
What is an evaporator coil?
It's the part. It's a core, evaporator core.
Like it looks like a small radiator.
Kind of, yep. Okay. And what it does, the refrigerant runs through that for the air conditioner system, and that's what gets cold. That's what actually removes the heat from the car and blows cold air in.
And then your fan blows over it.
Right, exactly. Okay. So it's behind the dash. It's in what's called the HVAC box, and it houses all these different doors and everything where your air blows through that sends it to different places.
Most vehicles have this.
Right, most vehicles have this. But you have to pull the entire dash out.
I saw that.
And it's a big, big job. And there's lots of screws, lots of little pieces. We absolutely do them. We do them all the time. And
he looked very confident.
Yeah, he is very confident. He does. He loves them. He does. So we don't have the pictures up yet, but we might show them here in just a couple minutes.
I mean, if they want to seek them out, they can go to Colin Walls on Facebook.
Exactly.
And look it up there. All right, Walls Service Center, 422-8110, 422-8110, open now, and give them a call. And look up Colin Walls on Facebook and look at this picture of the vehicle that they literally took the dash apart to change the some kind of a coil in there or something like that. It's going to be up on, if you're watching us on Facebook or on My Cozy TV, the picture's going to be up there now. So anyway, what was that thing called again that you changed? Evaporator coil. So look at this picture, folks. They took the entire dash out of the vehicle. I would be a nervous wreck, but Logan does this regularly. So a lot of automotive repair facilities are nervous about this. There isn't much that Wall Service Center hasn't done. So give him a call, 422-8110. All right, what is next? I see Brandon Ritter has arrived. I think he's going to be on with me. What is next? I have got a couple more ads to do. Mid-South Audio, my good friend Kevin Short there. Mid-South Audio, I talk to people all the time, and they're like, man, they do all kinds of stuff. They do all kinds of stuff. In other words, they have all kinds of equipment to make sound more amplified. So I can only relate it to concerts, parades, things like that. So let's say your town is going to have a parade and you need microphones and speakers and things like that, and you don't know where to turn and you don't want to buy them, you just want to rent them. Well, Mid-South Audio can help you with that. In other words, they have speakers that are good for outdoor. They even have speakers that could be out in weather, in the rain, and stuff like that. But if you need amplifiers, speakers, microphones, I thought about the races this weekend, the amount of areas that they would need speakers and amplifiers and microphones and things like that, and all the wires and the people to run it and the soundboards and everything. They also have stages that they can come in and literally set up a stage and then put a platform on it. So lighting, they also have the lighting. So they have everything. I can't 100% describe it perfectly, but that's a lot of the stuff they have. But even if you're having say your church or your organization is having a speaker come in and you need speakers and things, or that you are bringing in a music group, but they don't want to bring their drums on the plane or, their keyboard on a plane, but when they get there, they need a drum set and they need a keyboard, or I guess guitars too. You can rent all of that from Mid-South Audio, okay? And if you have a big event, they will send staff to operate all of this if you want. Another thing that they have is they have a recording studio. So if you are a politician and you want to make a jingle, or if you want to make an ad or something like that, you can go there. If you're a musician and you want to record something, you can go to Mid-South Audio. So anyway, I've done my best to describe it. And one more simple thing. If you're having a big family gathering and you just need a portable PA system, a speaker or two, and a microphone, you also can rent that from them. So it's called MidSouthAudio.com. On the web, it's MidSouthAudio.com. It's called Mid-South Audio. Phone number is 856-6993. 856-6993. Kevin Short is the man. You give him a call, tell him Jim Weller sent you, and he will take good care of you, I promise, okay? Also, I wanted to talk for just a minute. Are you here, Brandon?
I am here.
I want to ask you a question. I want to talk about Dr. T. Now, this is our friend Dr. Trillia, who owns Peninsula Chiropractic Center down there in Seaford. Been in business 25, 30 years. He's the owner-operator. He also has another doc in there with him named Dr. Bud. Both are excellent chiropractors. I do know that you are a very big fan of chiropractic.
Yes.
Now, in other words, you're not a fan of it so much because you've lifted something heavy and your back hurts. I didn't mean that in a negative way, but I meant truthfully. I mean, in other words, you're more in sales and paperwork and stuff like that. So you're not there because of a car accident or because you've pulled your back or something like that. You go for kind of a different reason. Is that correct?
Right. Most of the time I'm there for headaches and things like that and neck adjustments. But it's funny you brought that up about the back. Okay. I've been having some lower back issues for the past week and a half. Okay. And I just went there yesterday. And
you know what I blame that on?
What's that?
I think you're under more stress than you normally are.
I might be a little bit.
Seriously. Yeah. And I think stress can cause your muscles to tense and can cause your back to come out of alignment. Right. I really do believe it.
Right.
So, not to tell you what I think. I'm not a doctor of chiropractic.
Right.
I'm just a psychiatrist.
Well, stress can affect your body in a lot of ways. Yeah.
Correct. But anyway, so what'd they say?
It was just kind of cool, Dr.
You went yesterday, didn't you?
I went yesterday, yeah.
Okay, who'd you deal with?
Dr. Bud.
And how was he?
Great.
Okay.
I mean, he was able to really...
He got a great personality.
He really, he knows how to kind of interact very well with you. He's real nice, and he pinpointed my issue.
Really?
my I don't know what it's called, the hip or the pelvis or whatever, was a little bit out of line.
You may not believe this. When that happens, I think one leg becomes longer than the other.
Yeah, even your arms and your shoulders end up being out of line. Like he pulled my hands up, and my one hand was 1 inch. Like my arm was 1 inch longer than the other because of how jacked up my spine was. Yeah. So it's kind of cool how they can figure it out.
Did you believe you were that far off?
No, actually I didn't.
Were you hurting real bad?
Yes, a lot of pain.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, he did the normal adjusted my neck and my spine and my back. I mean, I was popping left and right.
Really?
Yeah.
Those pops I think are actually air pockets.
Air pockets. Yeah.
It's not bones cracking; it's air pockets.
Right. And then he, I got what I think it's called like a TINS pad.
Yeah.
They put that on my back, and he actually, while I did that, they put these little wedges underneath my pelvis, which causes the weight shift to maybe realign my pelvis back in while I'm laying there doing the TINS treatment. So.
Wow. When I get out of alignment, this is really crazy. Either my left leg will go numb, or one of my arms will just have like a little bit of a numb.
Tingle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yep.
And then you go there and they readjust you, and you're like, how can it be
Something's pushing on like a nerve or something like that. Yep.
Yeah. But it all starts with your spine.
Yep.
Everything does, right? The headaches, eyesight, just everything. Got a granddaughter that can hear differently after she gets an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sold on it?
I am sold on it.
How long have you been going to a chiropractor?
I've been seeing a chiropractor for probably 7-8 years now.
Were you scared the first time?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I mean, my first time was a long time ago. I was young.
Okay.
My mom took me, but then I just stopped going just because, it was my choice.
It was embarrassing.
Not really.
You're 25 years old to have your mom take you.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, this was way back then. But and then I started experiencing headaches more frequently, and I decided to start going back to a chiropractor, and that seems to be helping. So.
Wow. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because sometimes you can go to a doctor and not get that kind of result that instant.
Right.
All right. So anyway, Brandon Ritter personally endorses Peninsula Chiropractic. He puts his seal of approval.
Yep.
On there. Anyway, two great doctors. They also do massages down there. In other words, they're just a great place. So it's like a wellness center. Mm-hmm. Starting with the first phone call, you're going to find the staff to be very friendly and accommodating and helpful. So you say, Jim, just give me the phone number, 629-4344. Call them now. They're not open, but you can leave a nice message, 629-4344. If you'd be kind enough to just say, hey, I heard about you on Jim Weller's show, and I will let you know if I ever need you. But he does have a free offer. If you are not sure if what you need is chiropractic, or if you even want to deal with a chiropractor or not, they'll give you a free consultation with a doctor for no charge, just to see if they can help you out with what you have or what you need. 629-4344 on the web, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com. Is it still raining out?
Yes.
Is it really?
It's like a misty rain right now.
Misty rain. Somebody told me that earlier in the show. Oh, it was your brother Brooks. Anyway, what do you got to talk about?
Well, I think you just put some generators on sale.
Hey, can I? All right, go ahead. I always take over.
You do.
Go ahead. I was going to ask, did we have that demo one still?
Yes, we do still have a demo one there.
Okay.
We have
a brand new generator that we've put gas in, fired up to show to people, let them hear how it sounds.
Right.
What is that? A 4,000 watt?
4,000 watt.
For like $240 or
$227.
$227 for a brand new. What's it got? An hour on it? 2 hours it's ran?
If that, yeah.
If that,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's a nice generator that we are selling as a demo.
Okay.
Like you said, gassed up, fueled up, ready to go.
We have a few other demos in there.
We
too.
do. We have a 4,000 watt electric start. It's got a nice little wheel
got
kit.
The wheels on it too.
Little key fob, to start it up.
You just push a button.
Yep, and that one I think is only $327. So great deals all the way around. You even have a 9,375 electric start.
About a $1,200 generator.
Right, and we've got that on sale for $700.
Well, that one there is below cost. I just want to move them. I think we have less than 100.
We do. We do have less than 100.
Contractors love that one. Big generator for a little money.
Right. So great deals all the way around. We're going to answer any questions you got. We've got it all here. I mean,
but we have them all out of the box in the showroom.
Yep. So
and we kind of help people as best we can. In other words, what are you going to do with it? Generators are just, like when electric goes out, that's annoying enough.
Right.
But what really gets to you is 10 minutes feels like hours.
Right.
And, you want your popcorn. You want to be able to watch TV.
Right.
And you don't want to lose a refrigerator or a freezer full of food.
Right. You're like, oh, it's going to come back on.
Any minute, and you just don't know. So
4 days later, you're like, I don't think it's coming back on.
Yeah, even 4 hours would drive you insane.
Right.
All right. Well, anyway, are they on our website? Yes.
They are on our website, yep. So you can check them out there at wellers.com.
Okay.
The easiest thing really is come in, look at them. We have them right here on the showroom floor. Salesman will take you over to them, answer any questions. We've got the extension cords right there.
Oh, yeah.
Gas cans.
Did you hear about this extension cord? I already went over it with you.
Yeah, my last segment.
I can't shake it. All right.
So I think I had said we'll do some research, but I think it's just a good deal.
It's a real good deal. Okay.
Guys, get in here before he changes his mind.
Do we have any gas cans left?
We do have some gas cans.
Okay. Do we have any fuel stabilizer?
Yep, we have fuel stabilizer.
Because, if you're not using your generator a lot or you're getting ready to put your lawnmower away, you ought to get some of that fuel stabilizer.
Right.
It keeps your carburetor from gumming up and makes your fuel ready to go when you need it.
And if you're against fuel stabilizer, we have safety siphons. You can siphon the gas out of your lawnmower.
All right.
So, we're about to be opened up here. We're ready for a good day. We're here till 1.
Crazy week.
Yep.
Record-breaking week in the pouring rain.
Yep.
Thank you
we love
to our customers. Thank you.
Yeah.
To each and every one of you. Even the one that drove all the way from Chicago.
Yeah. That was fun. I think we had some coming from Baltimore today, too.
Do you really?
Yep. Not quite as far as Chicago, but...
Right. But our average customer, 50% of the people we deal with drive 100 miles or greater to deal here.
Right.
Not just because the local market is saturated, but because we really do a lot of advertising and reach out, and we've got the selection, and we've got the price.
We've got the price, yeah.
And we will try our best to do what we can. We're not perfect or saints, but we try our best.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we've got some in Alaska. We've got some over in California. I think we even have some in
Florida.
I think there might be a 5x8 in Haiti.
Real? Oh, I saw a picture of that.
Yeah.
Somebody went on a missions trip and sent me a picture of a Weller's trailer with the Weller stickers right on it over there in Haiti.
Yeah. I think actually we may be talking about the same customer, but I remember selling one to a gentleman where he said he's going to take the axle off, put everything inside the bed of the trailer, and then they crate it, and then they ship it over on a boat.
Yep.
So it's kind of cool.
Yep. All right. Well, anyway, how about these pumps? We got not many left.
Not many.
But we do have a few.
Right. We do have a few.
9750 gasoline-operated water pump.
Really, really handy.
Very handy.
And you don't really need to buy them just for storms like this. I mean, there's a lot of uses for them.
Yep.
Emptying out a pool.
That's the big thing.
Pool
cover and your pool.
Right.
Yeah. But
all kinds of stuff.
But not to mention your basement and crawl space and everything else.
Right.
All right. Well, what else do you have to tell me?
That's really it. Just come in. We've got.
You're in sales today?
I'm in sales.
So who's on deck today?
Me, Brooks, Earl, Jason, and Terry.
Everybody.
We're all here.
Full staff.
Ready to go.
Shop's looking for work, or is the shop full?
Shop is always looking for work.
Okay, so what do we do in the shop? What are some of the things people get done?
Really anything. Big things are hitches, trailer wiring.
A lot of people buy hitches to put bike racks in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they don't get any wiring.
Yep. No, they don't get any wiring. They just want
that hitch, and then we sell the bike rack too.
Yep, and we'll put the bike rack together and have it all right here ready to go
just
for
drive
you.
on.
Yep.
Okay.
You can do trailer repacks here, if you're going to go on a big trip.
Didn't we have somebody recently take their trailer through inspection and had all kinds of
issues.
So what all did we do to that trailer?
That trailer needed some upgrading as far as...
The jack must have been bent,
The jack was bent. It needed some upgrades for DOT regulations.
Like that reflective stickers and stuff?
Right.
Okay.
There was a few lights that weren't working, some wiring
breakaway
issues.
switch failed.
Yep. So we got it all ready to go for them, and it passed inspection, and everything was good.
Very good.
Yep. So we do a lot: ladder rack installs, D-ring installs, motorcycle wheel chock installs, E-track. If you're not sure, just ask us, and we'll let you know. If
Come
we can
in,
handle
browse around the showroom. I mean, our showroom. Would you say most people, when they come in, they're like, "I had no idea you sold this many things."
I hear that probably 10 to 15 times a day.
Yeah. In other words, they had no idea even for trailers, but we have all kinds of stuff, right down to socks and boots and fly swatters and everything else.
And I'm going to see if I can campaign for us to start selling milk and bread.
Oh, you will never believe. You know what? I forgot to mention this light. Let me talk about this real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, this would be right up your alley. This is a light. I'm going to hold it up. And they're a heck of a deal. I'm putting them on special. I don't know the normal price. Do you see the package anywhere near me?
From here, I do not.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, it's a 2.5 million candle power spotlight. All right. And it's rechargeable. You just plug an extension cord right into it. So I've got one here in my hand, and I'm going to turn it on. So that's got just an LED light at the top. Okay. So I turn that off, and then here's another light to give you an example. So let me see if that affects the camera. So anyway, I don't know exactly how much these are, but I'm putting them on special today. You can see that. Hey, can we turn the lights off, Colin? Better not. Oh, here we're going to do it. We're going to turn the lights off in the studio. All right, here you go. So for those watching on TV, there's a little LED light on the top of it. You can see that, okay?
That's the large light.
Oh, that's the large light. I'm sorry. All right, so anyway, that's the large light. All right, 2.5 million candle power. And then there's the little LED light on the top of it. Okay? So I guess you could turn the lights back on. Thank you, Colin. Anyway, we've got these in the showroom. I think we have 9 left, okay? Kind of just a nice, made me think about electric going off, good just standby thing to have. So anyway, we've got these, and we are going to sell them right now. Today? Well, I guess if you want one, call and leave your name and number. If you come in today, you don't have to do that. But if you want, just come and get it. I don't want to take no calls on that. Anyway, I'm going to sell them for, I forgot I never wrote it down. I don't know how much they are.
Uh-oh. I'm
going to make it up.
Off the cuff. Here we go.
Hold on. I got no notes. I'm going to sell them. I think they're like $25. I'm going to sell them for $15. $15 I know is a very good deal for a 2.5 million candle power handheld rechargeable spotlight. So if you want one, I only got 9 left. Get on in here today, and if you want to buy all 9 of them, it's never too early to start your Christmas shopping. All right, we've had a good day. We had Pastor Bob, we had Barry, we've had Brandon, Brooks, Collins talked about the value of oil changes, and we just want to thank you for watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. If you would please like us on Facebook. I'm the Jim Weller there. You can friend me. I'm the one from Delaware. We've got Weller Does Delmarva, of course, is one of our Facebook pages. Then we've got Weller's Utility Trailers. Then we've got Weller Sheds and Carports. And then we also have Delaware low-digit surf tags, okay? So, and I do have a couple tags on sale. If you're out there and you're listening and you've been wanting one of these low-digit surf tags, I put number 22 and number 44 on sale. That's a his and hers special. All right, number 22 and then number 44. So if you have an interest in them, you can go to, did you get the prices changed on the website or on the Facebook page?
Yeah.
Okay, so they can go to, what is that called? Delaware low digit surf tags on Facebook, like the page, and then you can see those 2 that I put on sale. In fact, there's a lot of other numbers there. A lot of them are like fire company numbers. So anyway, if anybody needs a low digit surf fishing tag. All right, what else have I got? I want to talk about First Class Heating and Air. I really like these people. We're getting some prices on a new system here for our store. I'll tell you what we decide when we decide it. But they are a company that does heating and air conditioning. They do home performance. They also do plumbing. I actually just had a complimentary plumbing inspection, and I learned a lot from that. I learned about my water more than anything, but I learned a lot about plumbing and heating and air, and they do all that kind of stuff. So if you have a heating and air conditioning system and you haven't had it serviced in a while, it's a good idea to have a service call done before you're broke down, before you need it, because they have maintenance agreements, which is really nice. I have them at my house. So, for example, they come out twice a year. They check the continuity of the motor. In fact, they just came out and they found a problem with one of the fans in one of my newer units, and it's covered under warranty. That makes me feel so good. It's just making a little teeny noise, and the gentleman that was out said, why don't we just go ahead and get this fixed under warranty now? I was like, great. Had I not had them come out and do the service agreement thing, it would have ended up probably having a problem out of warranty. So I was so happy with that. But they come out, they check your filters, they change your filters if need be, they look the system over, they check everything inside and outside, and it's just nice to know. And they do it twice a year, and they remind me that it's time to have it done. They also do plumbing, and they have plumbing inspections and things like that. They do home performance as far as, energy efficiency of your house. So there's a lot of things that First Class Heating and Air does. But I'm telling you, if you want to deal with a company that when you call, you get a human being, 24 hours a day, you get a hold of a person. They do offer emergency service if you need it. They are a locally owned company, been in business over 40 years. They operate in Delaware and Maryland. They have a great website, which is the words firstclasshvac.com. A lot of information there. They offer financing. They have financing specials. They're locally owned and operated, 24/7 emergency service. There are people that come. They are in uniform, so you know it's them. Their vehicles are lettered. There's no questions. And I'm very happy with them. So whether you want to get a maintenance agreement, whether you just want to have some stuff looked at, whatever you need done, you just give them a call at 934-8900. 934-8900 is First Class Heating and Air. On the web, it's firstclasshvac.com. Brooks, I'm going to take a caller. So I'm looking for somebody that wants to call and just tell us something positive. Well, it doesn't have to be positive, but I'd like it to be positive, okay?
We like positive.
We like positive, but it's somebody that's bought something from Weller's, and how have you enjoyed owning what you bought? Was it something you're glad you bought, wish you hadn't bought, wish you'd have bought two of them? That's what everybody with trailers, they always wish they'd have bought two. So if you would like to chime in, we've got time for 1 or 2 phone calls at 337-7300, okay? 337-7300 if you have purchased something from Weller's. It could be even way back when we had the tire store. We're just looking for a nice, positive review from somebody on dealing with Weller's, okay? So it's 337-7300. But if you bought something, I really want to know, I really would like somebody that bought something really unique from me. Okay, I've sold some really unique things. One of the most unique things I've sold was the awning that was at Sonic in Milford. I remember buying that at auction. We're talking about a 40-foot long awning that's on big steel poles cemented in the ground, and I bought that and resold that. That was one of my more interesting things. What can you remember that was interesting, Brooks?
Gem cars.
Oh, them gem cars. You remember them?
Yeah.
We sold them things all over the world. Mm-hmm. Do you remember the tractor trailers would come over here to Newton's, and we would drive them from here to Newton's, drive them up their little loading dock, and drive them right in them trucks. Then they would go to Baltimore and be put on a ship, and they were shipped overseas.
Yeah,
that
cool.
was really, really cool. We sold hundreds of them things. What else have we sold that you can remember? The socks have been a big hit.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't told you I bought a tractor trailer load of toothbrushes yet.
Oh.
So I'll wait till next week's show to spring that on you. If that deal works out, we're going to be selling 12 toothbrushes for $1. 12 toothbrushes for $1. What do you think of that?
Oh, I believe it, too.
Oh.
I doubt you're kidding.
There is millions on this load
if I
get them. Individually wrapped, brand new toothbrushes.
Are they name brand?
I don't know, Brooks. Look, I don't want to even talk about these toothbrushes just yet. But anyway, what is some unique things? I haven't had any callers yet. Is there anybody out there that's bought something from Weller's that was interesting, that you're really happy that you bought it, or that you wish you'd have bought two? Socks are the kind of things you want to make sure you always buy two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what else have I sold that's weird and odd?
We've sold some tractors.
You can't even remember. Tractors, I remember that. Yep. Tractors.
I think we've sold some name brand stuff and some off brand stuff.
Yep. Remember we sold tractor trailer loads of generators to Walmart?
Yeah.
Way down in Texas. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was a first for us. We had never loaded tractor trailers before in our life.
No.
Remember we overloaded the truck and he went to the scales and he had to come back and we had to unload some of them? That was a first for us.
Definitely.
So Weller's has fun buying and selling just about everything.
Yeah.
And it's kind of neat. So anyway.
Barrels were something that was unique.
Do you remember the Jack Daniels whiskey barrels?
Yes.
Man, they came and went fast, didn't they?
They did.
They were a big hit.
Yeah, I kind of miss them. I mean, they smelt good.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, they were a big hit, man. I could use about 100 of them things right now. So empty, not full.
Everybody wants one of those in their man cave.
Everybody thought they were full for $200 or whatever they were. We sold a lot of them, though, didn't we?
We did.
Gosh, the stuff we sell is amazing. So, folks, we buy and sell just a little bit of everything. The show is called Weller Does Delmarva. We really appreciate you watching us, putting up with us, listening to us. Please tell your friends about us. If you have something you want to advertise or promote, we are open-minded to talking to you. Next week's show is going to be pretty busy. We got a lot of different guests going to be on next week. But we've bought and sold a lot of things. Colin, do you want to say anything in closing? He is done. He's tired. He's ready for breakfast or a nap.
I saw him opening up a cot just a second ago.
Yeah. Well, we've sold them.
And we still have some.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Them camo folding cots.
Yeah.
So go to Wellers.com if you want to see some of the stuff we sell, and call on the phone. It's 337-8228. Oh, we're still looking for a cleaning person. 10 to 15 hours a week to keep the showroom clean and the offices. All right, 337-8228. Thank you, Fran, for keeping everything straight back at the studio. And we will see you next week with more Weller Does Delmarva. And for those watching on My Cozy TV, I want to say thank you for tuning me in. For those watching on Facebook, I thank you for that. And if you missed anything and you want to see it again or see any part of the show, just go to WellerDoesDelmarva.com, and the show will be right there sometime today or Monday. Brooks gets it put on there, and you can watch it time and time again, as many times as you want. For those that called for the Weller's discount card or didn't call, it's 337-7300 if you want one. They're absolutely free. We normally charge $15. We're giving them away today, and they give you discounts time and time again at many different local businesses. Colin Walls and Colin II, thank you both for your help. Brooks, you've been an unbelievable asset today, I think. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you'll be in sales, right?
I sure will.
All right. So everybody, and join me at Eagle's Nest. I'm not going tonight, but they do have service tonight at 6:30. But I will be there tomorrow morning at 9:30. So look me up. Other than that, I think we're just about done. So Wall Service Center is officially open, 422-8110. If you want to get anything done there today or next week, just give them a call, and they'll help you out. Weller's Utility Trailers, Wellers.com. We're going to be open. So, again, thank you again to everybody for watching the show. It's been a good one. Have a good, safe day and weekend. Be kind, be courteous, be careful. Bye-bye.